Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Rainmaker, why you gotta pour? We just want the track dry, nothing more. Every race, we're splashing through the lane. Shaggy, my friend, you're bringing the rain. Yeah, the tires are slipping, the turns get wild. I'm hydroplaning, losing my style. We asked for the sun, a clear blue sky, but puddles keep falling, and I don't know why.
PHG move, unified, every driver locked in. Strategy like clockwork, patience wearing thin. Slipstreams tighten, the tires start to scream. This ain't luck, this is craft, this is PHG's team. Maybe it's luck, maybe it's fate, yeah. Or maybe Shaggy's laughing at our state, yeah. I see him grinning out behind the wheel, yeah. He loves the chaos, that's his deal.
Rain or shine, the grind stays endless. Every driver fearless, every line relentless. But when the sky goes black and the storms get greater, everyone knows what's coming, the Rainmaker. Oh, Rainmaker, why you gotta pour? We just want the track dry, nothing more. Shaggy the Rainmaker. Every race is splashing through the lane. Rivals feel the thunder rumbling right up their backs again.
Bring the thunder, bring the spray, make the legend shake. Season 3 is ours, history's ours to make.
One day soon we'll outsmart the skies and leave the Rainmaker high and dry.
Shaggy the Rainmaker, bring the spray, make the legend shake. Season 3 is ours, history's ours to make.
Yeah.
Just the reason ours to make.
History's ours to make. One day soon we'll outsmart the skies and leave the Rainmaker high and dry.
Rainmaker, why you gotta pour?
Shaggy the Rainmaker, why you gotta pour?
Oh, Rainmaker, why you gotta pour?
Shaggy the Rainmaker, Shaggy the Rain.
Guys, welcome to Tuesday Night Qualifying, PHG World Series Season 3, Round 6. At beautiful, as you can see, this beautiful weather at Autopolis. Shaggy, of course, has given us another beautiful day of qualifying. I am joined this evening by none other than PHG Jersey and Mr. Q. What up, guys? How are you tonight?
What's happening?
Doing well. Yeah, thanks for having me on again.
Yeah, we love having you. Those of you in YouTube land, you know, I feel like you guys deal with this for me almost like every time I stream. So I've changed my setup entirely. Please let me know if, and my cam's on still. I don't want my cam on right now. That's for, there's going to be a reason for that here shortly. Anyway.
It's called foreshadowing.
Yes, foreshadowing. And not foreskin, foreshadowing, yes. Let us know if audio levels are wrong. Like, if you do not hear me or Jersey or Q correctly, if the game audio is too loud, if whatever, please let us know in the chat. I'm doing my best to keep track and keep dibs on chat. And by the way, Jersey and Q, I had said, hey, are either of you guys watching the chat? I totally forgot that I have that connected in OBS and my chat's actually popping up to the left. I see that now. So we have got...
There you go.
Yeah, problem solved. Every once in a while, blind squirrels and broken clocks, right? We've got K-Dub and P1. Thank you, K-Dub, for joining. J-Dog's right there. Cole's in here. We've got Rob. We've got S to C. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you guys helping me. As Jersey knows, how many subscribers do I got, Jersey? Tell them.
Tens and tens.
Tens and tens of subscribers. Yes. Exactly. So There's not an official qualifying underway just yet, although I believe
It is started.
yeah. And there we go. So I'm gonna sit back, let these guys roll. Q and Jersey are gonna steal the show. I didn't mean to rhyme just now, but here we go.
Looks like Talon's just starting his first flying lap here. I'm actually.
Talon is out and Shaggy is out. No, it looks like they're just underway. I don't think they're on a flying lap yet. They're on their out lap. Just came out of the pit.
Oh, yep, thank you.
Shaggy going with the BRZ.
Interesting choice.
Talon going with the NSX. And I'm trying to see what J-Dog is rocking here. Looks like he's also running NSX. Ran Diablo into GTR.
Yeah, J-Dog's got the old school NSX. I mean, we're talking the early 90s, right? Like, what year is that thing?
I think
Is
so,
that
yeah.
the old one? It's camouflage, so I can barely see it.
Right.
Yeah, it does look like the 97 or 96, whichever one they give you in this.
So judging by just some of the comments in the chat this week, you know, that apparently is a really good car in the rain, but maybe won't be so good when the track starts to dry out.
And that's the thing. That's what's going to make it kind of tough this week. Is the majority of this race is in the dry. It doesn't rain until late in the race, and very brief, but very heavy.
So what an interesting choice to go this full rain in quali and have just a little bit of rain in the race. That certainly makes you change up your strategery, if you will.
Yeah, it's definitely going to make you change up strategery. You're going to have cars that are going to do well in the wet weather, not so fast in the dry, and then, you know, it's going to shake the splits up quite a bit. But we know some guys out there that are just, doesn't matter what they're driving, they're fast. The wet, non-meta, meta, it doesn't make a difference.
But that is about par for the course so far this season. You know, especially thinking back to round 2 in Daytona. You know, I would say that I drove the Ferrari, and that was one of the few options that you could, you know, do a one pit strat, but it was not a good car for qualifying. So you just have to make a choice.
True. This is going to be another one of those. This is going to be another one of those situations, I think.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get.
In case you forget.
No, I was just gonna say it's hard to get. It's hard to get past the thought, but you've got to remember that P14 and split 1 is better than P1 and split 3, right? I mean, so.
Yep.
You know, you almost got to prioritize this qualifying over your race strategy.
Are you trying to make fun of my P14 from last race?
You definitely not. You know, at least you made the race, right? So who am I to judge?
No, it was definitely my own fault.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
Last turn,
or
last
anything.
lap. Oh yeah, last turn. Oh yeah, no, not like that. Not like that new driver that did.
Yeah, that driver making his debut.
Yeah, in split 4. I mean, you know, he was going back to front, but just whatever happened, he had some engine trouble and he was out.
Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I've seen those guys.
All the rage on YouTube.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, absolutely. I hear they love the straddle sausage.
Not big
Now-
on being under pressure. Not big about that.
No, not one bit. Shaggy is about to complete his first hot lap with a minute.
Right.
I mean, he come out smoking with a damn near 2 flat, which is going to be a good time regardless.
Talon just edges him out with a 2-minute 1. Diablo getting sideways coming out onto the straight.
Nice
2019. And J-Dog pulling it down in the back with a 203. But we're just getting started.
Well, I've done very little practice actually here. How many laps are you guys getting in 10 minutes? You getting more full laps?
5
laps?
5 laps. 5 laps.
Yeah.
No
Probably
real
not
need to
with
change
the-
tires.
Yeah. You probably don't have a lot of time to spare though for that 5th lap, so you're not out.
No, you actually you do.
Right?
You're almost if you go out relatively quick from you've got more than half of the track complete before the time runs out.
Okay.
Shaggy down just a little bit. Allen down just a little bit. I found it was weird when I was trying to run my qualifying here, like to practice. My first lap was always the better lap, and then they just got progressively slower.
That is interesting.
I don't know if it was the weight of the fuel holding the car, making it stick a little better, and as it got light, it got a little more squirrely. I don't know.
I used to not put any weight in that statement, and I did not mean for the pun there, but I know Shaggy mentioned that, I want to say it was last season, we were possibly at Spa, and he was talking about, you know, he pitted early and refueled, and we were like, what's he doing? And then later he talked about how the Ferrari in particular handled better with heavier weight in the wet. So, yeah, good point.
No improvement from Shaggy. It doesn't look like Talon. Well, it was close. Talon was almost up right on where he was. Diablo getting ready to finish his second lap. Looks like he's going to be significantly behind from his first lap. And J-Dog looks like he's going to throw it into the pit. Oh, he is on intermediates.
Oh, yeah.
Where everybody else is on wets.
That makes sense.
Yeah, a sneaky little Shaggy, you know, he set this up where it's right on that line, but I think the consensus here is wets are the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
guys,
did
I'm
it.
eating my dinner, but that was
Yeah.
the wet tires here are definitely a lot better right here. I mean, it is on that brim line, but as long as the rain is still coming down, everything is soaked. So the wets are definitely the way to go.
Yeah, I gave the inners a shot in one of the few laps I did and went to the wets, and I found that significantly better.
Yeah, I started on the inters when I started trying to pick a car, and I'm like, wow, nothing's really fast. And I just had to go back and change everything to wets and start again. Shaggy coming over the berm, coming around the back end of the course, setting up for his final approach here. He'll get one more lap after this one. Having real trouble making it point a straight line with that automatic trans.
Yep, so he's got one more lap to try to improve his time.
Diablo improved, I literally think, by like 1,000th of a second. Or a Talon, rather.
Consistency.
Diablo's coming on at a 201 flat just about, so he did improve quite a bit.
Solid improvement, almost a second there.
Hold her straight, J-Dog.
Always loving the Discord chat, and everybody's trying to guess, you know, hey, what's going to be the cutoff for split one? And I love to do that. I love to get out there and practice and think, oh man, I've got this nailed. And then I'm always wrong. Like everybody's always faster than I think they are. And I think Shaggy, of course, he's ran this. He designed it. He's ran it. But I do think he said in chat the other day that he felt like a 0.5 or so was where split one was going to land. So
I'm definitely gonna say lower. Definitely lower.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be closer to like a 0.3 for the cutoff. I've seen some of the guys practicing in times that they're running. Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be lower.
Have you seen anybody get into the 58s or better?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, 58, mid 58s I've already seen in practice. myself, of course. Talented drivers, far, far more superior. But Shaggy's going to be finishing up this final lap here. Let's see if he can close it out. Something a little better. Come on, push that thing. Just go off.
Just missed.
And Talon.
Oh,
down
nice.
159.9. There it is. There's our first sub 2 minute. Which was definitely, you know, if I was expecting to see it, I was definitely expecting to see it from the mid-engine, rear drive cars. They just stay so much more planted in the rain when it comes to acceleration.
Diablo had a nice improvement as well. Almost a half a second.
Let's see what J-Dog can finish up with here. 2 minute 1. 2:01.472. J-Dog. Not bad.
Serious improvement.
Especially
there.
driving that older car.
Yeah, so it looks like Talon, our first sub 2 minutes at 159.9. Shaggy right behind him with 2 minutes, 0.2. Diablo with a very nice improvement to 2.5. And then J-Dog also with an incredible improvement from that 203 he started out with to 201.472. So great showing. And I hope I'm still... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, are you writing down results here?
No,
track of these.
I am not, but here's what I will do. I will do that right there and get the old screenshot action. And then we can go back later and fill those in. So,
alrighty then.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Villy31, this was confusing to me the other day, but Villy31 is actually Johnny V in Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and Johnny
that's what the V stands for then, eh?
Perhaps. And then his other, so the Villy31 is his nickname, and his real name has nothing to do with Villy. So he's one of those that has 3 completely different names that we've just got to do our best to keep track of. So, all right. So Villy is our only one in for now, and I bet Shaggy won't wait real long. He'll probably get these guys going pretty quick here. I just saw Cornbread said in chat, it's been a while ago, he said almost 10 of us here. Cornbread, you got an update? Do we have 11 now, or are we up to 11? Can we turn it up to 11?
Only 11 viewers?
I don't know. He said almost 10 of us here, and then that's been a while ago now. I'm not actually in YouTube, I'm just looking at my little info screen that pops up and shows me the actual chat. It doesn't give me any more information on the stream.
Looks like Stig is going to take a shot in here right now. K-Dub.
Nice.
Stig and K-Dub also both choosing BRZ.
Well, it did pretty good work for Shaggy, and I think it'll be good in the race if a lot of it's in the dry, so it's probably not a bad option. I saw in the practice lobby earlier there was a the Mazda. I'm drawing a blank on the car.
Like a Vision or
That the Tesla? Oh, the
What's that?
Vision.
Yeah, the Vision. Thank you. And I gave that a shot. That was the first thing I tried, and you just have to be so delicate with throttle coming out of the corners. I think I did a lap in that thing. Was like, yeah. No.
So Q, are you one that runs TC in the rain, or are you one of those that all assists are off?
It depends. So I'm not a rigid, anti-assist guy in the rain. If I need to put a TC on one, I typically won't go more than one. But I'll even do counter steer assist if it helps. Anything to get the best lap time.
Yeah, I'm almost guaranteed to. I don't ever like TC really, but when it starts raining, I'm guaranteed to turn it on at least to, as you said, at least to 1, sometimes 2, depending on the car and the track.
I kind of don't have a choice. I'm still on controller, so I kind of have to do 2.
Yeah, true.
I mean, there's pros and cons to it, right? And I know the fastest guys typically don't use it even in the rain. But you know, if their throttle control is just there where they don't need it. But for me, you know, especially on one, I mean, it's not going to drag me down too much, but it's just going to save me from a stupid mistake. So if I'll use it so I don't spin or have something else, you know, a big moment that costs me a lot of time.
Sure. So sometimes before these, you know, if I'm going to be on commentary, I'll try to look at a little info about the track. And this is something I knew nothing about. Like, I know nothing about Autopolis. Are you guys familiar? I mean, obviously, Shaggy picked Japanese cars, so we can assume it's in Japan. But this is actually on Kyushu Island, which is just south of the mainland of Japan, and it's up in the mountains. And the guy who designed it, and don't ask me to pronounce his name, I did look at it earlier, his whole deal with putting this track together was to draw F1, and that never came to fruition. But this track, they say where it's placed in the mountains, it stays so foggy all the time. Like, it's always kind of radical conditions, and it does rain quite a bit there. So, you know, I guess Shaggy's just following suit with what the normal weather pattern would be there.
Authenticity.
Or Shaggy's just doing his normal.
Yeah, or
thing that
Shaggy he's just being an asshole and making it rain. Yeah, exactly. There's that.
There is that.
Nah, it can't be that.
No, not Shaggy.
He would never.
Speaking of, I know we didn't hear it because we were talking as we were leading in, but you guys are going to go back and check it out. There's a new Rainmaker mashup that I put together just for this stream tonight, and I'm quite proud of it. You know, the Rainmaker song that everybody seems to be digging, which I like that. There was another song that I really liked, and I mashed them up, and it turned out really cool. I was pretty proud of it.
All right, I'm looking forward to hearing it. I often just find myself giggling at the stupid songs. They're pretty good.
I mean, you know, if they make you laugh a little, they've done their job.
Exactly, and it's not hard to get me, you know, giggling like a little girl. So.
You give it a little tee whenever he's playing his music?
Yeah, totally. You must have heard it.
Was working on a couple new tunes for next week, being the final round at Green Hell, and I've got one that I think is gonna. I've shared it with Shaggy. He thought it was very appropriate.
Wait, where is next week?
Nord. The nerd in rain.
Stop it.
I know, it's shocking.
Who would have thought?
Oh, thank you, Rowdy, in chat. Said, look at this group of losers.
Yes.
I know you are, but what am I?
I just feel happy to be recognized.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. I did have Rowdy. They finished the first lap with a 2:02.381. K-Dub with a 2:02.845. And it takes two to be Millie and Billy, coming in with a 2:01.17.
Johnny V.
Well, so was that off the cuff, or were you like working on that in your head for a while?
No, I just saw Billy, and I just saw that whole Millie and Vanilli thing.
I like it.
All right.
I guess if that's the case, it's not really him driving the car then.
Wow.
Possibly not.
Maybe we just kick off some 80s trivia.
Yeah. You know, I thought, man, if the lobby gets slow, we may have to bust out some trivia.
I am definitely welcome for some trivia right now, or a game of Cards Against Humanity. That would be good.
Yep, for sure. So Stig is down on his lap time here. Let's see where K-Dub is.
K-Dub is.
Oh, I missed
K-Dub
him.
is crushing it. He's 1.3 up.
Okay.
looked like Billy was up as well. So, you know, before this week, I'd actually never driven this track in the rain before. So it's an interesting track in the rain because there's a lot of elevation changes that lighten the rear end of the car where you just really have to be careful with the throttle. So
That and a lot of these corners are really flat that just you can't get on the power as soon as you would want to.
Yeah, so when I chat GPT'd about this track, you know, it described it as undulating, which, you know, is one of the big terms. But it also said that this track tends to pull water in your braking zones, which, you know, that always makes it really nice. So serious improvements here.
K-Dub rocked it out with a 2-minute 2:58.
That's Billy, yeah. And Shaggy's
Oh no, that's Billy. Billy rocked out. Where's K-Dub coming? 2-minute 9:05.
Shaggy's joined us in the chat on YouTube, and he said he got a 59.5 just before quali. Of course, Shaggy, I feel you. You know, maybe I nerfed you this time.
it's just the way it always goes.
That is true.
Yeah, for the life of me, I can't ever recreate a decent lap in qualifying.
And I go back and forth with the psychology of that. It's like, you know, last season, I didn't know to practice this. Of course, I think everybody's putting in more work this season, but I would sometimes, you know, go into the track for the first time with the track settings like an hour before qualifying, run however many laps I could, jump in there and do what I did. And this season, it's like I've put forth so much effort and then I blow it in qualifying. And it just almost takes the wind out of your sails. It's like, you know what? I'm going back to my old ways. Just show up an hour early and practice and jump in there, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Good.
You do your best work when you're unrestrained, unconstricted, you know, when you can just hang free.
It's true. Jersey, I know what you're wanting to say.
I don't even know what I was wanting to say now. Yeah, I totally broke my train of thought. Completely derailed it.
Yeah, when he said, you know, they just want to hang free, I thought maybe you were going somewhere with that, but all right, we'll leave it.
I was actually trying to be professional and comment on times.
Okay.
I totally lost it.
Well, we do have Stig coming around, complete another lap.
We'll get one more.
All right.
201 flat, Big. No improvement from K-Dub. And no improvement from Millie and Billy.
Now, and what little I chatted with Johnny V on Discord, I don't think he would get as offended of us saying that as some in the past have. So I think he would take that with that. In fact, what he said was,
Are we?
oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask: Are we referring to someone who drops the mail off?
Yeah, we've got you know a milk fella. We've got some.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've got some mustard. You know, things like that. You can't quite say. But you know, Billy, you know, he's looking to try to get hold of Leo. Leo, if you're listening, he's wanting to look at joining PHG, and I jokingly said it's really simple. All we need is your credit card number, your PIN number, your mother's maiden name, and your first pet's name. And he came back. He thought that was funny, and he went on to say, "Well, you know, my name is this, and I'm an Aquarius, and I like long walks in the park." And you know, he had fun with it, so I think he could hang with us. I mean, I don't think he's going to get so offended if we say Millie Billy. I mean, we didn't pick the name.
I have Stig is the only one that is up. K-Dub and Millie Billy are down. Trying to see which order who's in front here. So lost in these turns.
It should be Stig.
Yeah, Stig is
coming around
in front.
first.
Yep.
Oh, I see Shaggy and chat. Of course, that makes sense. So Shaggy's trying to run his qual, and he keeps getting friend requests popping up.
Oh, Stig still lost time. A little bit there.
Yeah, no
We have
improvement
Millie
for
and
K-Dub.
Vanilli. No improvement for Billy. And no improvement for K-Dub.
Still solid times. 2.2 minutes, 0.2 seconds is a really solid time.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 minutes, only 8 tenths of a second really separating these guys. But I imagine, if we see the amount of guys qualifying as we normally do, these times are going to be miles apart with about 20 or 30 people in between all of them.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I mean, really all season, the field has been so tightly packed. Um, there really hasn't been a lot of, let's say, the lines have been very blurred between the different splits.
Yeah, it really has, and that's mostly because I think it really started to show up when Shaggy decided to turn Slipstream off for qualifying on Tuesday and Wednesday nights. So it's all on you. There is no getting a toe from anybody in front, no matter how
Yeah.
close you are.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Which personally, I kind of like that. Um, I don't.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think we
absolutely.
get the dirty air as well, right? So you get a little bit of
I'm not sure
benefit.
on that one. I kind of stayed back, everybody. So I'm not 100% sure about the dirty air aspect of it, but I do know that it really it pulls the field in so tight. Like whatever split you qualified in, that is exactly where you belong, and it can only be maybe tenths, 1.5 tenths out from the split above, and I think it makes for a whole lot more competitive racing and a whole lot more jammed up. Uh, we do have our lobbies for races. They're a lot closer together. There's not two cars a lap away, somewhere in the middle, and then three or four straggling in the back. Everybody seems to stay relatively close together.
Yeah. So this is interesting. K-Dub in the chat says he just got his best lap time in qualifying. So, we were talking about it going the other way, but it's great to hear that somebody had it go favorable for them.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Most of the time, it goes
congratulations,
exactly the
K-Dub.
opposite direction.
Yeah,
Now, KW, you have to reproduce that in the race, just so you know.
no doubts, K-Dub. You got this. And
But
also, tell me how you do that because I'm the guy who going the other way. Oh, congrats! Nice job.
look at my dub bro. He's turning it up. What you can't see right
Your
now,
dub
dub
bro.
bros, I
Are
got
you
my
guys?
fist out for you.
So, are you guys like related in the GT verse or what?
Yeah, in the virtual world, we're like brothers. That's right. The dub bros.
All right.
So when I first started watching Papa, which is going to be probably, I'm actually one of the newer. I'd say newer. I've been around a little bit. Probably less than 2 years ago, started watching Papa, and it wasn't that long after I'd see K Dub in the chat, and then Papa would get us mixed up. He'd be like, "Oh, what's up, C Dubs?" And it'd be K Dub, and he'd be like, "What's up, K Dub?" And it'd be me. And so we just kind of got to joking around on the stream and chatting, and now we just call each other Dub Bro when we see each other. And actually, we were doing some practice here a couple weeks ago, and he joined one of our voices. It's always nice to do that. For I don't know if you guys do that. I love to do that now. I used to not really be about it, but if you're in a practice lobby or whatever, and you see guys that you're always seeing, it's always nice to jump in on like a voice chat with them and kind of get to talk to the guys that you're seeing all the time, just to put a voice with a name. So I enjoy that.
Yeah, certainly. Now I have to ask though.
Right.
We make these special songs, for the different races. Are we going to have like a dubstep song for you
Oh
guys?
yeah, good point. I'm not a dubstep guy, but I would certainly put that together for the Dub Bros without
Yeah.
without
And what is
question.
the dub? Then what is the dub for in your name? Why else would it be there?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and I've said this before. I know it's not what you asked, but my last name starts with a W, so I just called myself that. Nobody called me that. I thought I was cool, and it just is what it is.
Why would
Oh,
somebody
I
make
see.
their gamer tag related to the letter that their last name starts with?
Exactly.
That's so weird.
That
Who
is
would do that?
so weird. Like say your name was Quisenberry or something weird. Would you?
Weird.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Nothing but love.
Oh my God. Quisenberry. I thought you were going to say Quiznos, like mentioned subs reference or something.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd
Yeah.
like Q better if he were related to the Quiznos family, you know, and got us a discount code or something. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. I'll have to
I don't
work
even
on
think
getting a
Quiznos is still in
sponsorship.
business. Is Quiznos even still in business?
That's a good question. I do not know.
I'd have to ask
I
Google
think they
that
went
question.
under. I'm going to check it right now.
Yeah,
You
now
hang
that
on
you
one
say
second.
that,
I am going to
I'll
go.
tell you who will know. Shaggy will know. Like, Shaggy, you're in the chat. Is Quiznos still around?
Yes, Quiznos is still in business, though significantly reduced footprint compared to its peak of nearly 5,000 locations in the 2000s.
I
They
feel
did
like,
go
And
through
only
bankruptcy.
330 remain.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's sad. Sad day. I'm gonna have a moment of silence for the Quiznos chain.
yeah, I've got something for it. Here we go.
Did somebody say food?
And here it comes across the screen. This was reserved. This was reserved for when Shaggy's in here with us, and it's usually about 20 minutes in, and then sandwiches come up. That was there for him. It's my first time getting to use that. I spent like an hour putting that together, by the way. Somebody that knows what they're doing, it was a 10-second deal. But for me, it was lots of reading, you know, plugins on OBS and all this for that one little dumb thing of that sandwich arching across the thing, and it's saying,
Did somebody say food?
yeah, there it is.
That's like cinematic excellence. So
I,
that's
you
like
know,
the pinnacle.
I would say, in all honesty, if you, in times like these, when next time you are streaming the qualifiers where we don't have anybody that's in at the moment, I think now would be a good time to cut the commercial for an old Quiznos commercial.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we should find an old Quiznos commercial and just play it through OBS right now. That's what we should do. And I
Do
would.
you remember that? I think
If
the last of their commercials I remember were like those weird preachers were like singing about buying Quiznos subs or whatever. They were like the most weird looking thing, and I was like, I don't know who they paid to actually make those commercials, but they were pretty terrible.
Like their last grasp at like recovery.
I personally, if whoever designed those commercials was, I think was trying to drive them up.
I don't even remember the commercials, to be honest with you.
I don't remember either.
Did they have the Micro Machines guy at one point for some of the commercials, or was that something else? I can't remember. He was involved in
No,
some
that
other
was
stuff.
that was yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't him.
Okay.
They had these weird like puppet animals that looked like one of them looked like a rat that just came out of the sewer, and like they sang like these weird jingles, like trying to like get people interested in Quiznos subs again. But it was like, oh, I like to think about was that animal inside of a Quiznos restaurant. I just was like, nah, I don't want to go there.
So K-Dub's
Yeah, good call.
he's a huge motocross guy. So K-Dub, are you still active? Are you getting up there in age and like stuff hurts too bad to do it? Like I used to run motocross, and I think about 35 was the age when I realized things did not heal, and it hurt really bad for days on end, and I kind of gave up all that. That and getting married, that all put a crimp on all that.
Well, I mean, what are you now? How old are you now, C-Dub?
50. I hit the big 50 this last year. I'll be 51 in a couple of months, actually in May. Sal, you know, he just hit 50. He's right behind me. I'm trying to think of who I remember just had birthday. Johnny Boy, I think he just had a birthday like last week, but he's like 24, you know, young.
Oh, young
Yep.
buck.
Jersey, you're close to my age, right?
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Okay.
Nipping at your heels, man. I'm be 47 this year.
Man, what a bunch of old fogies.
Exactly.
Jeez.
That's
Yeah,
right.
well, you know, that's what happens. You know, you kind of just stop having a life, and this is it.
You know, Jersey, it was funny earlier in the production chat. I was making fun of Sal, and I asked him if he got his AARP card yet. And I swear to God, like 2 days ago, I got a letter from AARP in the mail. My wife thought that was the funniest thing. I think she was wanting to frame it, but you know, whatever. Yes, Rowdy, I'm checking the chat, and Rowdy, I'm way more sophisticated than that because like I even have on my OBS to the left, it's like bringing all the chat in. It's extrapolating it from somewhere in the inner tube lands, or the internet lands, and it actually has it right here. So, all right. So now
I think we could
Shaggy's,
call this the inner tube lands.
yeah, inner tube land. Shaggy's revising
Yeah, with
his
all the
split
rain.
one times. If you could tell, he's revising his. Well, he's still saying split one he thinks is going to be around 2 minutes, 0.4. Phone home. Okay,
He's being a
okay.
little conservative. I'll take a tenth off of it.
Sorry, Rowdy.
Yeah, Roddy, you're just gonna try all the avenues to get him to check that text, huh?
Yes. Oh, sorry, Rowdy. I did look at my phone just now, and I have answered you. I think.
So
Hey.
KW, you went away from the motocross IRL and just decided to jump into online racing then.
You know, I sold that to my wife as a much cheaper option, but I don't know if that's the truth.
Yeah, we've seen your room.
Yeah, it
Probably
keeps
not
getting,
the truth.
keeps getting crazier and crazier.
I just don't even know if I should associate with people like you because I don't want to fall into the same trap.
I will be honest with you and tell you that, you know, Racer 51 is kind of to blame, because early on, he and I would chat, and he'd be like, "Hey, man, I just got these pedals. You got to check them out." He's the one that got me on the Simnets, and then I've pushed them out on to several other people, which everybody's happy that they've gotten them, that they have. And then, you know, then he's sharing pictures of his wheels. I'm like, dude, that's so awesome. I need another wheel. And then I went down that rabbit hole. Yeah, and it's just gotten crazy. And, you know, some people will say, man, with what you've got invested, why don't you just get a real race car? Well, number one, there's not a track around. And number two, a real race car doesn't have a reset button, right? So that's the two biggest.
And you got to put gas in it.
Right.
You got to
Yeah, all of
maintain it.
that. All of that.
Yeah, you don't just buy the tires one time.
This is true. They do not
Exactly.
reset. Go back
Yeah.
to
Every race, they're like brand new again. It's amazing. I have been looking at your Simnet pedals and thinking maybe I should do that. I don't love these V3s that I have, so yeah, maybe I'll be reaching out.
So they just.
Yeah, I see Shaggy's message there about YouTube messing up for some people, and yeah, I did have that before. I couldn't even load it; it wouldn't even turn up. It did come up now, but I don't know if anybody else out there in the interwebs is having that issue right now currently as well.
Yeah, I don't know why that would be. I've not changed any settings in OBS, and you know, I recently got a new PC that is more than capable. We shouldn't have any bandwidth issues.
Oh no, it's nothing to do with your stream. It's to do with YouTube as a whole.
Oh,
It
okay.
wouldn't even load.
I see. Okay. Okay. I gotcha. You know, we might take this
Well,
time.
if there's anybody,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if there's anybody out there in the chat who wants to get some laps in and knock their qualifying out, please jump in. We're ready.
I mean,
I'm gonna go see if anybody's practicing right now. I know Papa is online practicing right now.
good. And he'll have a few with him.
Yep, definitely. Gonna go take a gander and see who I can find. If my internet would move any slower, then we could find out maybe tomorrow.
So while you're doing that, you know, I don't know if anybody, well, a few people might have saw the starting soon screen, but we do have a mashup of the Rainmaker song, which is, you know, gained a little popularity. It's my #1 hit with tens and tens of listeners.
Tens and tens.
Yes. And so I'm going to play it now until we get somebody else in the lobby. It's just a mashup between, I think you've heard both of these before, but I love the way it did this. I love that it hits about 4 different genres. I was talking with Papa about it earlier. I feel like we got, you know, we've got the little country reggae. We've got what feels like Kid Rock jumping in there. You know, it sounds like DMX is making an appearance. It's a pretty
Nice.
it's a pretty sweet eclectic situation that we've got. So yeah, here we go.
Right now, I only see one lobby open with 8 people in Papa's lobby, and I know from experience, usually you don't see uh, KP Wilcox, Jorge, Gito. You don't see any of those guys qualify on Day night most of the time. Usually, they do practice a bit more than everybody else and come in pretty late usually on Wednesday.
Yeah, tomorrow I think Sal's got the stream tomorrow, and I believe it's going to be Sal, T-Case, and Mr. Casual. And so before I would have told you, you know, you got the All-Stars on Wednesday, but I think we all know that we're the All-Star team. So you get the All-Stars on Tuesday this time. So here we go. Hey, let's jam out. I don't know. In Jersey, you were having issues hearing this. I think Q could hear it. But I'm getting ready to start up the Rainmaker mashup, guys. So those of you in chat, let me know what you think.
Yeah. Oh, Rainmaker, why you gotta pull? We just want the track dry, nothing more. Every race, we're splashing through the lane. Shaggy, my friend, you're bringing the rain. Yeah, the tires are slipping.
What's up,
The
man?
turns get wild.
You gotta be.
Who this?
I'm
Rowdy.
hydroplaning, losing my style.
Hey, Rowdy, we're just listening to
We asked for the
the new
sun,
Rainmaker mashup real
clear
quick.
blue sky,
I
but puddles keep
can't
falling,
figure that out,
and I
man.
don't know
They won't
why.
let me in.
PHG move, unified, every driver locked in, strategy like clockwork. Patience wearing
He'll have
thin,
me all.
slipstreams tighten, the tires start
Are
to
y'all there?
scream. This ain't luck,
We're
this
here.
is
Yeah, we hear
craft,
you.
Yeah, we're
this
here.
is PHG's team, maybe it's
I'm
luck.
just watching
Maybe
Shaggy
it's
drive in
fate,
reverse down
or
the
maybe
track right
Shaggy's
now.
laughing at our state.
Listen to the song.
Good times.
I think Shaggy thinks that if he goes backwards around the track enough time, that he may get a few extra laps.
Is he?
Yeah,
Is
Maybe
that's
he's
the-
just trying to go back
crazy.
in
you know,
time.
I'm not. Yeah, I need to. I wasn't even paying attention. You guys gotta let me know. You gotta holler at me. Oh, here we go. Dang, sorry, Shaggy.
Shaggy, it does
Uh-oh.
seem to get better grip. And,
Mishi has joined the chat.
he's got
Mishi,
these
by the
corners
way,
nailed. And
Mishi, I'm a little upset you're not fighting for that #1 crown in my chat. You do in the others, and you make me spend money, but you're not fighting for it here. I'm not monetized, so you just got to chat more.
Shaggy might set a better lap time going backwards than I do going forward.
you know, I'm thinking he might.
And I'm going to get quiet just a little bit because my jambalaya delivery just showed up.
He does have a head second penalty, though. Unfortunate.
Well, will it be enforced if you cross the penalty line driving in reverse?
I'm wondering if it'll try to straighten him out. And if it doesn't enforce it, if you're going past the penalty line or reverse, it might be an option on race day.
This is super impressive.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Saved
Taking
it.
it right to the track limit.
Oh.
Wow.
I mean, if you think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense. because Shaggy's a little backwards anyway.
Whoa.
So driving backwards is not that big of a stretch.
Well, I mean, you know, in realistic terms, though, the car is only going about 67 miles an hour top end. 71,
Can
22.
you imagine driving a fork truck 71 miles an hour? All right, let's see if it enforces the penalty.
Why did Rowdy leave us? Did we run him off?
He said
I don't know.
something about not liking you anymore, and then he was out of here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you
Let's
go
see
get
if he's
yourself a
going to
sandwich?
does make it serve. But yeah, he did. He did still have to serve it reverse it. Didn't try to spin him around.
But I did not see the speed change at all.
Oh no, it did.
I'm working on other stuff.
Rowdy's back.
He
I'm a
back.
busy man.
He back.
I had to step out for a minute, but I'm back.
Got the sheep all satisfied.
So are you?
Why somebody
So,
qualify?
Yeah, you're qualifying tonight, right, Rowdy?
Naturally, you know, I'm out of this deal, man. I've had enough. I've had my floaties on enough.
I feel you on that. I love some Shaggy, but man, I'm looking forward to a season that has just a little less moisture involved.
No doubt.
Moist.
So
Moist.
245 in reverse. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm. It's good enough for split 12.
And that was with the penalties too.
I'll be back in just a second. I'm going dark.
All right.
All right.
So I think what we've just learned here, though, is if we pick up a penalty on the track and we want to, you know, get out of it being enforced, as long as we go through in reverse, we can negate that penalty.
It seems like that.
No,
that's
it was
what we
still
learned.
enforced.
I
was
didn't
still
see his
enforced.
speed slow at all, though. He stayed.
Well, it's because he's not going very fast. It didn't slow up that much, but it did.
So the trick you're saying is to just go super slow and the penalty won't matter, forward or backward.
That's it.
All right. I'm gonna keep that
If
in my
you
back.
slow down before the penalty line can't slow you down more.
Right, you just have to big brain the penalty line.
That's it.
I got mind control over the penalty line.
He is up 3.2 seconds from last lap.
Get him, Shags.
I mean, I think if we give him enough time, he'll actually be about 2 minutes. Oh, hold on there, bud.
Must see TV here.
This is. Oh, you actually have to get a little throttle control, even in reverse, through this corner. Well, we're wide open again, bouncing off the rev limiter. And he is going to come full tilt onto the straight for
Oh, he's gonna crush that lap time.
240.
Great job, Shaggy.
Very
yeah, Talon,
nice.
front wheel drive, rear wheel steering. Just like a fork truck.
Boy, really, nobody does want to qualify this week today.
I was afraid we were going to have to bust out some trivia. I was afraid of this.
I did not. I just did not have enough practice yet where I feel comfortable going out and doing it now.
Well, what'll happen, so Papa's got his lobby open. He's got 7 or 8 people over there. And then Papa will be like, all right, I'm heading over. And then the whole gang will come over. So, and that's cool. And listen, we can tell stories. I mean, we got stories to tell.
Maybe
Yeah.
you do.
Well, here's one. So when I volunteered, I did post this in production. When I volunteered, stupid puppy's trying to drink my beer. When I volunteered for tonight, I totally forgot that our neighborhood, which some of you know, this Water's Edge Country Club, we jokingly call it, was having our Fat Tuesday celebration tonight. And one of our neighbors, who is definitely a fabulous chef, was making jambalaya. He had 6 pounds. He had 2 pounds of shrimp, 2 pounds of andouille. He had 2 pounds of chicken. I mean, all the goodies. And my wife, she's been down there. She just walked in a few minutes ago and brought me my little yummy box of grubs. So that's how much I love you guys and the community. As I skipped out on the neighborhood Fat Tuesday for tonight's qualifications. That's where I'm at.
That really is something. I feel special.
C-Dub, you should actually set a time for this week, because if we continue at this pace, you may end up winning split 2 without even lifting a finger.
Yeah, it's looking good right now. I'm solid into the top 5 splits anyway. So, uh-oh. I know that voice.
Oh, baby arms. Baby arms.
No, but Shaggy's joined us in the chat. The Shagmaster.
See, the thing about this week is you could do what I just did, put a lap down in reverse, which I don't think that was that bad.
I thought that was a great lap. I am super impressed.
I drifted a couple of times. It's fun. I don't think there's a P56 incoming for T-Rex this week. Just show up and put down a time, and I think you're good.
Yep. Yeah. Based on thus far, but tomorrow might be. You might get that inrush tomorrow. Who knows?
I don't know. Unless we can convince him to show up.
I think you might need to race and second split backwards with the time you just put down.
I'd probably still get a top 5.
I mean, in all honesty, if we do not get a full 56 drivers, I think the last split should be fully done in reverse. Everyone's to race it.
Well, with what I just saw, you might as well just give the win to Shaggy. I mean, I can't do that.
Well, I've never attempted it in the rain, so that was my first try at that. It's kind of fun. It still goes at speed in reverse, and apparently it also burns fuel in reverse just as much. I think it actually burns more. Because on 2 laps it burns
the whole time.
You can get red line the whole time.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, that's probably why.
That's how I like to do my out laps on the fuel burn out laps, just not in reverse.
That actually gives me a good idea for fuel burn. When qualifying, just run it in reverse. Wave everybody by. Go by. Be okay.
Yeah, but see, like I was saying to C-Dubs earlier, I'm not so sure that fuel burn is a thing for qualifying.
Not for here. No, you want all the weight you can get on it. Honestly, the last couple of laps, they don't do like you think they should. Le Mans was a different deal though, because you only did like 3 laps. By the time you get to that final lap, it was pretty light. Plus, you have more speed to carry. There's too many turns that you don't. You need more grip than you do speed.
Right.
It's constant speed, but you need a lot of grip. So third gear is your friend here.
Well, it also depends on what car you're using, because some of these cars just don't have that bottom end to pull it out here.
Yeah.
All right, Mishi, I'm sorry. I just looking. What's king cake? Is that something to do with Mardi Gras? Come on, Shaggy, fill us in. What is that?
It's definitely Mardi Gras. Okay.
Okay, look. Okay, so yes, king cake is definitely a Cajun Mardi Gras thing. I make mine differently because I actually put a filling in it, but you're supposed to hide either a bean or a plastic baby in the cake. Whoever finds it gets good luck for the year.
Baby.
Like a
Like a little,
Like a small
1
doll?
inch.
What are you baking? Are you baking for Epstein Island? What are you doing?
Dang.
Yeah, he did. He 100% did.
the new meaning of the term baby batter.
Can I finish, please?
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh boy.
and there's
My boy
3
keeps
colors.
nuts when I need 'em.
I'm gonna just go right past that. Okay, y'all are enough. There are 3 colors you use, either food coloring or sprinkles: the red, the green, and the yellow or gold. And those are the main colors of Mardi Gras, right? Those colors have meaning, and it's usually like prosperity, good luck, and wealth. So
Did
that's
not
all
know
it
that.
is.
You know,
Yeah.
Here's
Mishi,
a question.
Yeah,
Can
okay.
this cake be used in place of bees? Because if it can, I'm going to need you to make me some cake, and I'm going to hop on a $180 flight down to New Orleans when this is going on.
Just throw cake at people with baby batter in
That's
it?
it. With baby
Good.
There's
batter.
specific ones that are out of New Orleans that I will eat, and then anywhere else it's just
Hey, if you haven't tried mine yet,
no, not homemade. I'm talking about like ones you could buy.
And-
There's one. It's literally a company that's in New Orleans in the French Quarter, and until you had that particular one, everything else is just kind of meh.
telling him I'm posting the photo to the food
Yeah.
Discord page.
Sweet.
Page.
And Jersey, I was trying to beat you to the first inappropriate comment regarding Mardi Gras, but you solidly got there.
Never.
And you know, what I wanted to say when she went down about the meanings of the colors, I was like, you know, guys only know one thing about Mardi Gras, for being honest. So I'll just leave it at that.
That's it.
That's all we know. We know if we
T-Rex,
go.
T-Rex put down his first time here.
Oh yeah, back to
Two
this.
oh three
In there?
two.
Oh,
Bourbon Street's fine.
justice, faith, and power, but that's not how I always interpreted it. Ugh.
You know, I've only been to New Orleans one time. It was a company ordeal, and we went down to Bourbon Street. It was a rando. You know, it wasn't Mardi Gras. It was just a random night. But I don't know how much different it could have been because it was quite packed and crazy. But I remember this first station we went to was Grenades. It was called Grenades. It was this green drink. It was this long, tall plastic tube, and there were several along Bourbon Street. And if you bought the first one, then the refills were like half price or something like that. And I think their base alcohol was Everclear. So you were lucky if you even made it to the third one. But in the middle of all that was
That's how it was. That's how it was when they were doing hurricanes.
I was going to say, in the middle
that's
of
what-
that was the Hurricane place. What's the famous place there on Bourbon Street that serves hurricanes?
Oh, I forget.
I've been like 6 or 7 years. But
It's not O'Malley's, right? That's not. Is that Bourbon Street?
No.
Okay. But yeah, so we stopped in there for dinner, and I don't remember much of that. And then the big old red hurricane, and yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess.
like every other place there has hurricanes. Like you just skip along, and then there's like pizza, hurricanes, and then pizza, and then probably a tattoo shop for some reason, and then a strip joint. What's
Those are
up?
the grenade drinks he's talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you walk a little further down, and there's half-naked women swinging out of the windows of the building.
Well, and that surprised me, right? Like all those places were on the one end, so we started the other end, whichever end that was, and that's how we ended. And I could not believe what they got away with in public. I was like, unreal. This is happening out
Everything.
here on the street. There's no filter. Okay, sorry. T-Rex with a 202.1. He definitely improves here.
Oh yeah. Well, last time I went there, it was right before COVID hit. Like it was that February, and I think COVID came in what, like March or something. I can't remember. But we were just there, and then once we left, it you know, that was a major place because of all the stuff with, you know, Mardi Gras. Everybody going back and forth, flying in, or driving, or whatever. It was a hot spot for a minute. Yeah. So I haven't been there for some time now.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute for me too. I think the last time I was down there was probably about 2 years ago,
Right.
and
Yeah,
it
it's like
was
once you,
I didn't go for anything special, but there was even still like just for the random time that we went, because I have family in Mississippi, and we fly into New Orleans, we hang out there for a day, and then we drive up to where my family is. It was just even on a random Tuesday or Wednesday, it was absolute chaos out there.
I've been over there a number of times. From South Mississippi. My brother's ex-wife is from Slidell, so there's all of that family over there. So I've been there a dozen times. I got married there at like a Lions Club. um, just random places. I mean, it's so nice though.
That could have been worse. It
But
could have been at a
yeah.
T-Rex got the put down lap number 4. He is up
Yeah,
a
he's
little
up a little
bit.
bit on his prior lap.
That GT is pretty stable. I don't know if it's what you want to call the fast choice for this, but it's still nice, controllable.
So Shaggy, what made you go with the BRZ?
I don't know. I haven't used it or gotten the chance to use it yet. Haven't used it for a minute. That car delivery was actually the last time I used it in anything. When we had a race during one of our seasons for the PHG World Series. I've probably used it in a couple of dailies, but they kind of nerfed it. I didn't like how it handled for the most part, so I haven't used it for a minute. And as far as
Still a
rain
lot of
goes,
people using it in daily ski right now.
yeah, I could have done a lot better because I got down to a 90 or 159.9, no, 151.9.5. I mean, the 9 was like I could do that at any time. I should have had something, a sub 2 minute, but it just didn't work out that way. Because once it gets a couple of laps under it, and the fuel gets, taken away, it starts to lose that weight on the front tires and starts to get a little loose. Doesn't get as much grip.
Yep.
So it kind of bothered me the last couple of laps because it's just going to slide and not wanting to get, when you get down on the power, it's not wanting to grip. It's the only bad thing about it, but in the dry, it's gonna suck on the start. It's a grid start for here, but it should be pretty stable after the fact.
Well, if I remember, I've only played with the BRZ a little bit, but rotation through the corners was pretty good, and there's a lot of mid-speed corners on this track, so I thought maybe it'd be a pretty decent car for that.
Yeah, it's
It
perfect
will
for
rip
it.
up the tires for it.
It's just the starts. It has no acceleration compared to some cars, so it's gonna get botched a little bit. The same thing with the drivers who choose the GT 500. Prepare to get past 5 or 6 cars on the start. But mostly everything, probably even a BRZ will pass you. It's horrible on the start. The GTR will be pretty good. The NSX
And it is a dry start too. So.
Yes. Yeah, a dry standing start. Had to give you a little bit of something here. So turn 1 is going to be very interesting because this is probably one of the most difficult turn 1s to get correct because of how off camber it is. It's kind of it leads you down the wrong way. It's very easy to overdo it and end up in the grass towards the end, or just clip it in enough to where you end up as insane whatever.
Yes, you're correct. It is a very difficult turn 1, especially on the start when you're not sure where the right breaking point is, and hard to see the exit.
You almost kind of slide down turn 1, trying to get it right, trying to get that gap just right to put your right tires on the pad, and then kind of swing to the left pad and not end up in the grass. It has to be perfect just to get it right.
Hey Shaggy, do you know if is Mishi getting the times on the spreadsheet? I haven't got it open. I didn't even look. I am screenshotting.
I don't think she is.
I can if you need me to.
I have
mean-
them. I'll put the other ones down in Discord, so if you want a reference, they're in there, except for T-Rexes, of course.
Looks like
Yeah.
up next we're gonna have Metal.
Oh yeah.
Studying, so.
Yeah, she's
Ocean.
yeah, she's doing OSHA stuff right now for her work, so she's a little in and out.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, she gets paid for it though, so hey, go.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Mishi,
Better than we're doing.
we paid pretty good here in comms for PHG too. So I don't know.
I didn't know we paid anybody, but no.
Well, we pay them in new AI songs.
Yeah, millions and millions of
Matt.
dollars.
Yeah, I think okay, that works too. That's pretty good.
Don't want to.
I didn't know we had a budget.
But
I thought it
Metal's
was
gonna
eight.
go with the PR as well.
I did try a few other cars before I tried the BRZ. The NSX is very solid. It's actually good in the race, so it's not bad. The tires are going to be a little issue, but most cars are going to have a little tire issue before the rain hits. So it's gonna be one of those. How well can you save your tires? Because if not, you might have to go a lap too early on the inters.
Mediums are required. So, and I did not to spoil it for anybody, but I did run the BRZ through a mock race, and it was rough holding them mediums up until the rain came.
Yeah, even with the NSX, I think I was a lap short. I could have made that lap, but it wasn't going to be any worse than riding on the inters. I think it was like lap 12 or 13. I can't remember. Just past halfway.
Ugh. Awful. You're running it already.
Should
Thanks.
be fine.
I think the Leaper here is the Super Silhouette. That could be the one.
My trigger.
Nothing more.
Yeah. I don't care.
I don't even have the super silhouette. I gotta go get that thing.
It definitely ain't the sleeper in the rain.
No.
Are you suggesting
yeah.
maybe it is in the dry? I don't
Hey.
think that.
What? If it's that fast in the dry on the dry laps, it could be so far ahead you can slow down that much.
Some of these cars I tested, I judged by like not even the first lap, just by the out lap. And I think the BRZ was like I was getting like 158 on the out lap. That thing was doing like 201, 2. I was like, no. Either it just takes a very long time to get up to speed when you exit, or it ain't it. No, it was actually really bad. I did do a whole lap in like each section, just the BRZ. It was losing like a half a second. And one time it was down like a second and a half. I was like, there's no freaking way. And I wasn't even doing bad like on the line. It was just no. It has no mid speed is what it is. It can't keep constant speed.
I feel like the
I
gear
do like
change
the. I just have to interject. Metal is out here, and he is now my new fan hero for tonight with that Slipknot reference on the back of his car. Thank you, sir.
Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. And Red Hot Chili Peppers too. And Tool. Very nice. That'd be an interesting lineup at the show. I'll throw Primus in there, will be set. And they can just like, the heck just happened? What do we watch?
And I'll be really happy.
What's that?
I said, throw me a little Lorna Shore in there, and I'll be really happy.
Oh yeah.
Is there a Pink Floyd reference there on the side as well? Yeah.
Is there?
very cool.
Oh yeah, the rainbows.
We went to the beach Sunday, and got the music going. We're riding through like a Ritchie beach house neighborhood, and Money was playing. I was like, oh, no, These are like $3-4 million beach homes. They're
Yeah, that's definitely not mine.
I mean, it's still too much. But I'm like, I know the area. And I'm like, I know how much they are because everybody here, everybody. It's one of those deals. But you have to go through that to get all the way to the end of the West Island of Galveston. Basically, you can see a whole other city on the other side because there's a bridge that goes over off the island.
You gotta pay to go.
You gotta pay a toll. It's like $2. It might be more. I don't know, but it was always $2 before. Couldn't cross if you unless you had cash.
Well, I can tell you through my neighborhood, I am in the more affordable homes as you pass through to go back to the multi-million-dollar McMansions that are literally right behind me, about 2 streets back.
You know what they say about real estate, Jersey? Location, location, location.
Oh yeah, it makes my it makes my 1,080 square foot, 2-bedroom house worth of nearly $500,000 because of the resale price of the one so close to it. So
Yeah, you're like, hey, go ahead and
maybe
build a
not
few.
great for property tax season though.
Yeah, true.
My dad bought his house on 5 acres back in '95 for $108,000, and
Wow.
to date, because they started building multi-million 2-acre properties, his property value is up $798,000.
Not a bad investment. Not terrible.
Yeah, really.
A pure beam foundation house built in the '70s. Let's just go with that.
What about that OSHA homework there? You're getting paid right now. I feel like I'm gonna tell somebody, Mishi.
Mishi, I think you should educate us a little bit. What do we need to know about OSHA regs?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
If it looks spicy, don't touch it. If it's bubbling, don't touch it. If it's too high, don't touch it.
Yeah. What about working from height? Tell us about working from height.
If you're on a
yes, is it
ladder,
frowned upon to stack ladders?
what?
I said, is it frowned upon to stack ladders?
No, in fact,
A little
you're
bit, just like putting a ladder on a thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should stack your scaffolding on a forklift and put a ladder on the top of that. Is my understanding. That's like chapter 1.
That's the
Shaggy,
best way to end up on this OSHA video. Famous.
what Shaggy and I do while eating dinners, we'll watch YouTube videos of like fails at work or at construction sites.
I love the ones. Yeah, I love the warehouse ones with the forklift, and they hit the one, pallet racking, and it takes down the whole warehouse. Those are fabulous.
It's always a Pepsi warehouse too.
Yeah, Lay's needs to get their together.
No, but
I'm
it's
just thinking about all the workman's comp claims I could get if I switched to being in a Pepsi.
Oh, I actually very much enjoy doing this though. I worked in construction before COVID, and I got back into it whenever I moved down here to Galveston, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Especially since I'm not the one that's required to go to job sites. And then they're like, hey, we want you to be the OSHA safety manager. I'm like, great.
Well, as long as you don't have to go to the job sites, because I know for a fact that those guys will be looking at you when you pull up and go, oh, great, it's the killjoy.
Oh, yeah.
Joyce. Metal set his third lap time. It was a little bit off his best time.
Oh, yeah, we're qualifying, aren't we?
Around
I forgot.
202.2.
I've been watching Metal the whole time.
Poor Metal.
Well, I mean, it's
Metal's
like with
just
anybody.
grooving right
Yeah. I mean, because the thing is, just show up, put a time down. You're in the show most likely. Yeah. Unless 80 people are going to show up tomorrow, which I hope not. But also, we'll see.
Yeah, for your
Yes,
sake,
they're-
I hope not.
I'm not
The thing
running.
is, they're just little water, little water.
I
Turn
hope
your assist on.
you do get 80 tomorrow.
Right.
I'm not running broadcast tomorrow, so I honestly I hope there's about 100 tomorrow.
Ah,
Actually, it makes it go by way faster. But this crew right here, we're having a good time. We don't We don't even need anybody on the track to have a good comm session and a good stream.
Yeah, we don't even need anybody to qualify.
Exactly.
We can just hang out here and
Tell
talk about
stories.
qualifying and wonder about qualifying, and nobody's qualifying.
This could be the future of your channel, C-Dub.
I like it.
See,
It
this
is a whole.
Hey, you know what? You guys
Hey,
gave
look.
me that perfect segue to give my wife a little love right here, because her and I think some of you guys have seen it. I've shared a little bit. She and one of this other best friend couple we have, she and he are very much alike. They come from similar worlds in work and interest and so on, and they have started a podcast, and it's actually really good. Now, I'm production for their broadcast, so needless to say, their production sucks, but that it's getting better. We're improving. But at Halftime Circus on YouTube, at Halftime Circus, go check it out. If you're on my channel you're watching right now, just go there and sub and give them a like or something. If they're brand new, they just dropped their second episode. Here's how bad I am at production. Like they came in.
Post a link in the group.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What?
I was just saying, you're gonna have to post the link in the Discord.
Oh yeah, I will. So they literally made a trip from Chicago here this weekend with the intention of getting some episodes recorded. Well, that was supposed to be Saturday evening. We might have started playing euchre. We might have started drinking beer, and then that did get done. But he came back over Sunday, and they grinded a good one out, and they got done. And then I realized that the microphone lost its mapping to OBS, and it was off or not. And so that's my production skills right there. So back to they wanted to do a couple in person, but that's okay. They can we use that video cue. We were talking about video. We use video to bring him in from Chicago. Go ahead,
Metal
Jersey. Sorry.
Let's just say Metal was up almost 7/10, and he just went really deep in the hairpin. So I hope he's not losing a ton of time here.
It's really, really easy to misjudge at that uphill climb and hitting the brake just right, because it's very easy to brake too early, and then you have to hit the gas again. It's just more and more time that it takes off every time you have to readjust to make that left turn at the hairpin. It's annoying, especially in the rain.
I wonder why it's in the rain. I mean, that's so weird.
It is
Who would do
weird.
that?
I clue. Just turned it on, and it was like Zeus.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, this is a better lap. Boom!
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Metal
But
breaking into the 201.
We should do a 201 flat. If not for that, just a little bit. But it don't take much.
Good improvement, though. Nice job, man.
Looks like we got a PHG Slick and Old Man Pip on deck.
Sweet.
You've got the bravest of the brave, trying this out right now. They're like,
I know if we do get another lull, I'll just go for it while we're in here.
You may as well, Jersey.
I know.
What I found funny though is that I got a penalty going in reverse, which I thought was hilarious because I cut a corner. I was like, I'm trying to find a shortcut, and then I actually served the penalty in reverse, and it didn't spin me around.
Yeah,
Like
we
the
were,
game
we were
didn't
talking,
know it was in reverse. Huh?
wondering if it would do that to you. And we were all surprised to find that it did not.
It is very weird. Very weird. Because I don't have normal brakes in reverse, so I have to kind of tap the throttle being reverse.
The brake becomes the gas, brake becomes the gas, and the gas becomes the brake.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all backwards. So I get up the corner, I forget which one's which sometimes.
You know what they say? Game recognized game, Shaggy. Game had to respect it.
I think so. It was like, all right, fine. I'm sitting here trying to drive the racing line in reverse. It's really hard. And even improve my lap too. Things I do for
entertainment. I
entertainment.
found though, driving this track in the rain, it seems to be like corners, you want to stay on the line because it's the fastest through. Just deal with a little bit of slide, but other corners, so much.
Right.
So, Shaggy, are you going to qualify and talk us through it while you're doing it? We do that every once in a while. It's kind of rare.
I already qualified.
I already qualified though.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I said Shaggy. I meant Jersey. Jersey, are
Oh,
you
I
going to...
I cannot multitask to save my life. If I have to go qualify while we're in here, I have to
If it
like
gets
mute
live,
them up.
I can talk through my lap to let y'all know what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, about the only thing
pretty-
you're going to get from me if I do that is I'm braking, I'm accelerating, I'm braking, turning.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the proprietor has joined the lobby
Has
for a
entered
qualifying.
the room.
He has entered the lobby, which I would say historically means we're going to get a few more, because there would have been several probably practicing with him leading up to his entry into the qualifying lobby.
I think that the several more is just a couple more this time. Usually it's several more. You know, the entire lobby empties out and half of them end up in here, and now it's just a couple.
Well, and none of us had checked for a while, but when Jersey did check, Jersey, I think you said he had 8. Was there 8 in his lobby, in his practice lobby?
8 took. That's all I said. That was what, half hour an hour
Yeah, it's
ago?
been 45 minutes probably. Yeah.
So, you know, I don't think we've seen any Supras. Have you guys seen any Supras in the practice?
No, and I tried too. I thought about it. I just nope. It just does not want to get out of its own way from slow speed.
Okay.
Actually, the older Supra is, I think, better in the rain. They have really long, low gears. The GT500 Nissan, and then the I guess it's the GT500 Supra. They're actually not bad. I saw Wind using them last night. Let me try them out. Not bad. I don't know how they are.
Look at that! Look at that livery on Slick's car. I love it.
And I will tell you,
I'd say it's pretty slick.
Yeah, nice. I peeked on
That was terrible.
few practice lobbies, and I will say that Slick has been quick here. I would expect to see a good time out of Slick.
Oh yeah, definitely a sold 201, maybe a mid 2 minute lap is definitely in this wheelhouse.
No, old man Pip going with the Mazda here.
Yeah, making Leo
throw
proud.
the 787 renowned livery on it.
Yeah, curious to see how he does with that Mazda. I just couldn't tame it.
I actually didn't try the Mazda. I know it's really good here in the dry, or it should be. It's randomly quick in a lot of places.
Well, and it's been a while since I've run it competitively, but tire wear and fuel mileage are typically pretty good. Or I'd say excellent in the Mazda.
Yeah, that's a colorful livery there. He's got a lot of stuff going on there.
It's very busy.
It's great.
Papa
It almost like the I love the side of it. I love the back of it, but the hood is just like you just had too much going on with the rest of the car. Like spent a lot of time. It's just like I just need to finish something up here.
Oh yeah, just some stripes, some multicolored stripes.
Can't make out what is on the roof though.
Yeah, I can't quite get there, I don't think. Something snot? I'm not sure. He'll have to clue us in on that later.
Yeah, I see that. I had no idea. I was letting him know that he actually got top split in a rain race last season, and I'm pretty sure that was either the only time that he did. And a lot of that is the reason I set these up. Sometimes the qualifying is in the wet. It gives some drivers that excel in the wet that might not be the best in the dry. It gives them an opportunity, for a higher split, to show that they do have skills in other parts of what you would do in a race. I know a lot of people don't like the rain or the wet and have to race in it, but definitely build your skills up, because I tell people, if you want to practice for this, go to a dry track and put on inters with tire wear and everything on, and you're going to be drifting, you're going to be sliding around, but it's just like getting on this. And once you do that enough and you can keep it in one place, you know, you turn on all the assists or whatever. I would recommend you keep them on for some of these cars. But once you hit the rain qualifying, you should be pretty good. Shouldn't be too bad.
Well, I only have to
know.
worry about it every couple of races in the PHG season and nowhere else, so I'm just going to
Yeah,
skip
next
off.
season there's only two. There's only two for next season, so it shouldn't be too bad. But if you're in the Group 1 cars, it should be a little bit different experience. So, because I know PD doesn't like to actually give us any other wet races unless it's a Group 3 car. You notice that? Yeah. They
Yeah.
never do. In GT Sport, one of my favorite races was I forget where it was. It might have been Red Bull in the rain in Group 4 cars. And that's pretty much where I like my introductory to enjoying
Not a
those.
bad first,
Yeah.
not a bad
like full
first lap from Papa there. 201.6. Liquid. Oh, old man Pip putting down a 201 flat. Look for the 201.7.
in the Mazda.
That thing just seems like it's screaming down the straights, but then you really got to slow down for the corners.
It's that. Rotary engine for you.
Yeah, I like the way that sounds.
You know, speaking of, I saw a video earlier about the 787B. I don't know why. I think it was maybe something random on YouTube. But that particular car got rotaries banned from that class because of how loud they were.
Right. Wasn't cheating, and then it was cheating because they banned it. They're
Right.
like, no.
Well, it was
But they do
saying-
that with anything.
It was something like 120 decibels. They talked about all of the different things that, like it broke glass that it went by. I mean, there was a lot of crazy stuff that went on because of that car. But yeah, they said they were talking about the dependability, like a 24-hour race. When they tore that engine down, it was like brand new. It could have easily ran another or two more 24-hour races with no issue. Whereas the rest of them, you know, they all, the regular piston fired engines were all, of course, beat to hell.
They do that anytime a car becomes OP, that they have to start changing the rules around because the other teams couldn't figure it out or didn't go with a certain way to build their engine, or just any little deal. It happens in F1 all the time. Wish NASCAR would get back to actually not regulating as much as they do, make it a little more fun. You know, like the OGs had to figure ways around the rule book. I mean, that's what you want.
I think those days are over. Yeah.
Well, I know it. They've been away from where they come from for a long time now, but
Pop, come on,
Oh,
minute.
Huge improvement.
look at that. I would venture to say that was probably Papa's fastest lap, because when I did check in on him in qualifying or in practice earlier, sorry, I didn't even, when I checked him in practice earlier, when he ran a low 201, I thought I heard him say, or I thought he mentioned that was one of his fastest laps. Yeah, so.
Yeah. Papa going to be putting himself in a position to possibly be at the tail end of top split this week.
oh yeah, definitely, it's sitting very good. Yeah. Well, he's got. Hey, you see what he's got on? You see what he's got on?
What?
ASM. I told him. I know. I told him.
ASM, let's hold him.
Dude, I said, don't die. I said, turn on ASM. I know you don't like how it feels, but you won't die.
He's got all the things lit up down there.
Christmas tree. You use what you got. I mean, come on. If it saves you, it's preferable. Because I was tired of seeing him spin for like 3 rounds in a row and having bad races. When he was having good races, I think the last one he was having a good race and it was somebody else's mistake. Wasn't intentional, but the ASM might have, mitigated whatever happened to him after the fact. But try to do it. I'm tired of seeing you spin. Please, I want to see you finish a race and without having to do a 360 once or twice. Le Mans, it was kind of a no-brainer, but
yeah, this This is the first season I've used any assist other than traction control, mostly because I really didn't know what they did and I've never turned them on. But I know, Shaggy, it was early on in this season you were talking about that in a commentary. I was like, oh, let me try that. And I think I could tell a little bit of a difference, but none of them seemed... I mean, of course, traction control, obviously, but the others didn't seem as overwhelmingly or you know, they're not a lot. They don't bog you down.
2:09 for old man Pitt.
Breaking into the
Yeah, they're doing 2 minute. Yeah, 2 minute laps. Papa,
Now I know
Papa's
what's going through Papa's brain right now is if he was running 2:01 but couldn't break into 2 minutes, he just ran that 2-minute 4. And he's probably thinking to himself, "How the hell am I supposed to do that again? How did I do that again?
Yeah,
I don't even know what I did different."
You keep going. Just keep moving.
I wish I was watching the
Finding Nemo.
stream, because you know his ass has got a smile from ear to ear right now. Like, he don't even care what happens at this
Yeah.
point.
Ow. Be careful hitting that curb right there, though. You barely look at that, and it tries to spin the car. It doesn't like that. Oh, he's down.
Yeah, he's down.
Hey,
He's back into his
Yeah.
normal time range.
He's like, I will never do that again, and he is right.
Yep.
But you did it once. That's all you needed.
Sorry, I missed those splits, guys. Sorry about that.
Now the one that's surprised me is that Slick isn't in that range yet.
Yeah, I had
don't-
seen him run a 2-minute, no problem, in practice lobbies.
2-minute flat.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what his split time is right now, but hopefully he's up because he's definitely put the work. He's down. I mean, it's gotten progressively faster, but yeah, I don't know. It's just the little things. It doesn't do much in the wet.
Yeah, I haven't tried to turn on ASM for this yet. Just using TC, and I got it down to a 159.8. But I'm afraid. After I did a couple of laps with 159s, I haven't been able to duplicate it.
So Slick
Yeah, I did
definitely
a-
improved. Slick's up 4/10. You know, he's probably not going to be happy with that because I think we all saw him running a little bit faster than that in practice, but still very respectable time. But look who is at the top of the leaderboard here for this round.
Look at that.
Yeah, great lap.
And
I mean,
no-
solid laps from all drivers, really.
Yeah. I mean, about 3 seconds better
Hey,
than I would run.
Pop even said, "What the hell?"
He's like, I will never do that again. Good, because you don't have to work with that now. It's over. You're done. That's probably the best feeling is when you get your qualifying lap out of the way and you like your qualifying lap and you're like, all right, I don't have to do that again. I can sleep well on
What's that like?
that. Yeah, I know, right?
Talon asked Papa, where'd that come from? Papa's like, I have no idea.
That's great.
Just been holding back on all the plebs.
Oh,
You turned it. What happened?
Jersey, is he trying to take your title?
I don't know.
Oh,
I have multiple titles. Apparently, I'm a pleb. I'm a sandbagger. There's all kinds of things that reference works.
I think that actually puts Papa 4th overall right now.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm
Take
glad you're,
advantage of it. I mean,
I'm
drivers
glad
gonna
you're
show
paying
up, get all
attention,
those-
Shaggy. I keep forgetting to screenshot. I think I've missed like 2 or 3, rounds, and so
Oh yeah, no. I haven't updated them on Discord, but I screenshot everything, and it'll all be updated after everything. Oh yeah. He had a better lap in him. I know it. He had probably what Papa randomly found. I think he found Slick's lap is what it was.
Yeah, I think I saw Slick drop it at the end of the first corner, and
Papa
picked
snagged it up. Yeah, he picked it up.
Yeah.
Pressure. See, Slick is talking about pressure down in there, and as we all know, the one driver in this league that cannot stand pressure is D's nuts.
For sure.
The one and the only.
I mean, it's understandable. You know, it's yeah, it hurts, man. It hurts. You know.
I will tell you that Rowdy, you know, he was texting me. He was having an RQR meeting, and I think that some of them are going to try to join tonight, but they might be having some technical difficulties. So I'm not certain if we'll see any RQR guys tonight. But it's always cool to see them come in. You know, we know that we're not going to see them long. We've learned that. I like how TK's tried to call me out as being these nuts the other day when that wasn't the case. Sorry, TK, you were wrong. It was a good guess.
I think it's a classic case of misdirection. I think he's trying to cover for somebody else.
That could be.
So you weren't behind the wheels of these nuts?
Negative.
You weren't.
You weren't behind these nuts?
I was not.
No.
But you know what? I will tell you that there's so many. I'm going to start crying, laughing again, thinking about that video. Sounds short. Oh my gosh.
Yes, that is. I had to show that to everybody at my job. That was
I was telling you guys, I said it to my neighborhood, dude. Everybody thought that was. I mean, you wouldn't even have to know the context, really. Like those of us that do, it makes it 10 times funnier. But I mean, just if you're a childish adult like myself, I know Jersey's right there with me. I mean,
oh yeah,
dude, it was. I mean, I could watch that video right now for the 137th time and be in tears. My wife makes fun of me. She's like, "You're watching that dumb video again." Yes, I am watching that video again.
You're watching that dumb video again. I can hear her now.
I was hoping these nuts wasn't scared of a little water. You know, because after a while, they
start to stink.
Yeah,
they do, and then they need a little soap.
Yeah.
So clean these nuts out on this track.
Especially when they're racing at Red Bull and you have to straddle the sausage.
And he said
So a Red Bull gives these nuts wings. Okay.
Yeah. And Jersey said, TK said, and these nuts started in the back and he's all the way up to P4. And Jersey said, well, we know these nuts aren't going to stay in the back for long. They like to be up front. Oh my gosh, dude. I just can't. It's, you know, I was a big.
Oh, these nuts approaching the box.
Yeah, I love these nuts
going in the box.
Yeah, those jokes. And we were talking about this earlier. You know, what's funny about that particular thing is it seems like it comes and goes. Like about every 5 years, it'll come back. You know, somebody will pop in with these nuts jokes. And Shaggy, I did.
Well, that's the only reason why it survives is it gets left alone and not overkilled.
Right. Yeah.
I really do hope that they show up so we can see who can keep up with these nuts. You know, because they're definitely
well. They
skilled.
won't have to keep up with them for long because usually these nuts leave early.
They do. They definitely do. That's
I'm a shame though.
I feel confident.
I'm always disappointed when these nuts evacuate early.
Right.
Well, yeah. I don't want anybody to like keep these nuts out the door when they leave.
I can't do it. I'm gonna have to like mute my mic as you guys continue on. Oh my god. And TK, dude, I even jokingly said, I said, TK, you embraced these nuts so well. Oh my god. I just can't.
He literally he did not crack one bit.
I mean, after these nuts shows up, they're gonna need a warm blanket after.
Right. Yeah.
It's gonna be.
That's right.
You have to treat these nuts delicately.
Exactly. Hey, in the chat.
I know, but I do know. Real quick, I just wanted to say, before we go to the chat, I do know that some of the turns that these nuts were going through was real hairy.
There you go. Very, very hairy turns. Some of them were really deep entries. But yeah.
These
so
nuts
listen,
goes deep into the corner.
Real quick, Rowdy in the chat, you know, the president of RQR. He says C-Dubs is not D's Nuts. I can confirm. And I will listen, if D's Nuts shows up, I will turn my camera on so you can see my hands not on a steering wheel. Well, I mean, my hands might be. Never mind. I'm not saying it.
I thought you were going to tell us that your
Yeah.
hands were going to be on these nuts.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
And
But
that's
no,
why you're
What
going to
you're
turn your
saying
camera on.
is Rowdy has seen these nuts. Okay.
yeah. Apparently, Rowdy's very familiar with these nuts.
Got a good look at them. Stare
Oh,
right in the eyes.
oh shit.
You know, prior to me getting involved in commentating with you guys, the commentary through any of the other qualifying sessions for the other seasons never seemed so lively. And
Right.
I'm just glad that I was brought on at the perfect opportune time to experience this right alongside.
Experience. You're right. It's great.
Make the world a better place.
So Rowdy's in chat. Rowdy, are we gonna get any RQR drivers in the quali tonight? That's our main thing. I mean, we wanted at least one, if not two, while we were commentating. We didn't want it to be all for the the B team tomorrow.
Well, when one shows up, the other kind of follows along. That's the way these nuts works. You know.
Yeah, good point.
Otherwise, it'd be very uncomfortable.
So you're saying they come in pairs, basically?
Usually
Well, they
they
come
do
in-
come in pairs.
If you pull on one, the other must follow. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of bad news.
I mean, usually they come in pairs, but sometimes one is falling a little behind.
Right.
the other.
Yeah, just sagging a little bit, right?
Well,
And-
they're always. They can
Billy-
be P1 and P2.
Billy in chat, I hear you with the Wendy can keep up. I got you there. Like the other day, when I was telling my wife, that started her down the road of all the old good jokes, and she was like my 10-year-old daughter was right there. She's like, well, "Babe, do you like McDonald's?" Like, yeah. She's like, "Well, do you like Wendy's?" I was like, "Nope, it's too fresh. I know where you're going with this. I'm not doing it. I'm not answering." She thought she was going to get me. Nope.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
I can't. Oh,
Well, I'm
Yeah, I
glad
don't
I
wanna go
came in
out here-
for that whole conversation.
Yeah. Hey.
there he is.
With the
Hey, great lap, Papa.
no doubt.
I have no idea where that came from, guys.
See, I told you he had no idea where it came from. I told you.
Nope.
Every other lap, he was right back to normal time. He was like, well, there's that. Where did that lap come from?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I said I watched Papa in stream. He was pretty tickled with his 201s. He was like, I don't know how these guys are running
Yeah.
twos. And then you bust out a 2.4. I'm like, what?
you know, I'm gonna say I really hope a lot of people just kind of mess up on their laps just so Papa can get in top split off
Yeah.
a lap he has no idea how he got.
Oh,
Where it's
yeah,
like
thanks. Set me up for last.
I'm
I
just
appreciate that.
you did it one time and it's like the hell did that come from? Like I said, I think he stole Slick's lap. Sorry, Slick. Because I felt like he was capable of that. But then Papa
Yes.
was like, okay, maybe you can get a sub 201, but then you put down a 0.4 and then don't get anywhere near it after the fact. And I think you were laughing probably the whole time. You're like, nope, I am not touching
was.
that.
Yeah. That was fun.
All right, since we don't have anyone that's actually qualifying at the moment, and I'm missing out on practice, I'm going to run a few laps practice
Okay.
while you're waiting for people.
Absolutely. You do that, Jersey. I'm taking a quick break, guys. I'll be back in just a minute. Jersey, I'm going to wait for you to hit the track and at least get to spectate on you before I take a 45-second break.
I'm going to try turning on the ASM here.
Yeah, see what
Are you
happens.
proud of me, Shaggy? I did use the ASM.
No, that's the first thing I said. I said, look what he's using. Who's he got on? He's got on ASM. I told him. And he puts that lab down. The one time you listened to me. You haven't listened to me for 4 weeks.
All right, so we got Jersey in the VRZ as well. Okay.
Yep, I've been seeing him practicing, and he can put down sub 2-minute laps.
Yeah, he was saying
Unfortunately,
he's
his
had a hard
mo.
time lately.
What's that?
He was saying he's had a hard time lately getting back to the sub 2s. He did early, but
Right.
recreated. So we'll see what he
Yeah,
can
did he
do
go
with
with
the ASM.
Did he go into sandbagging mode? Is that what he did?
I can still hear you.
Oh. Get you right on track. Sorry.
I
What he
am.
meant to.
I'm attempting multitasking.
Oh shit.
Ah,
So 203s.
It's not going. It's not going so well.
but we do have True Lob in the lobby. I believe he's ready.
Oh yeah, we do. Let me get out.
All right. Now, I've seen him practice. He's definitely capable of a low 2 minute, possibly lower. I haven't seen him get lower, but I know he's been 2 minute flat, 2-1, 2-2. Definitely capable of that.
While he's doing his out lap, I just want to thank everybody for being here, for the broadcast, for all the drivers. Y'all are legends. Let's get the real alien legends in here qualifying, though. Let's see what kind of times we really need to be at.
They wait. You know how they are. They always wait until mid to late Wednesday night.
Fashionably late, trying to make a statement.
Yeah,
I
we're
do
all
know
feeling
from
good.
some of my
build
practice,
anticipation.
some of the practice lobbies I have put up, I have seen some of these guys running mid 158s.
Yep, I've seen it too. Right?
We've got 12 drivers qualified so far, so there's definitely more lurking.
Let's see what True Lab can do. I think, what is it, Talon's the only person who's broken 2 so far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Barely, though. Like, but he did get it. I'm like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to break it. I didn't care what it was. It could have been a 9-9. I don't care. Just didn't want it to take 2 minutes in anything.
Almost looks like snow sitting on his car.
Yeah, it does. Right?
I mean, the 90s rapper that made the Informer song? That guy sitting on his car? No?
Oh, who was that? Informer.
Obscure reference? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Snow. Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little slow on the uptake right this second. Good one.
It's a terrible reference.
Yeah,
It's not
no.
your fault.
I do see on the hood of his car he has the Mind logo, and a long while back, I think before I found your channel, Papa, I did race with some guys in an endurance race that was for that. They were running that Mind logo for some kind of I think it's mental health.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. I was wondering when you were talking about it. I don't even know what it is. I'll have to check it out.
I do like the color scheme. That pink and white and black. It's pretty slick.
Mm-hmm.
Did Papa even say bye? I mean, he bailed on us in chat.
He did not. He just bounced. He pulled an RQR.
Yeah, he did. Oh, Rowdy said
know,
they got an RQR lobby going, Shaggy.
Right. Good.
Well, if he's running a 159.4 on an outlap, I would expect to see sub 2 minute times here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I've already seen him run a low 2 minute. I don't know if he's going to be up below that, but it's definitely, you definitely capable with cutting close.
He did go a little deep into that first corner, but there's plenty of time.
A little bit.
And this lap to make up for it.
Yep.
See, through these corners right here, I do know there for the wet, there is actually 2 different lines here for the wet lines. And I have yet to force myself to try the other one. So I don't know. Maybe that's where I need to find time that I'm missing.
Yeah, it's a very interesting line through there.
Well, in these heavy braking zones, too, I'm surprised to see him on the racing line.
Yeah. Yeah, usually when you're braking in on the racing line, you'll say that again?
Sometimes you feel like you don't have another choice because it's like the car feels uncomfortable to brake off the racing line. Like you just, I don't know. This is one that's all about setting up the next corner. even in the wet. It's all connected, especially those early few corners, and then you get the late, few corners. It's just, it's a lot. Every little, every little mess up just kind of affects it. You find yourself a half second down from your previous lap on one corner, just because of how important it can be.
You're a solid 2 minute here.
Oh yeah.
2 minute
see,
on the dot.
Yeah, see, that was never in doubt.
Well, I was never in doubt that it was a 150, just based on his outlap, and then just how deep he went into that first corner. I knew it was not going to be a 159. So
I was
we'll see what he
doing
can pick up. He's got
I was a 158 on the outlap, but I don't have the speed down the straight like a lot of cars do.
Right.
So I'm usually giving up a little time in that first sector, and then I gain it back in the second sector and the third, and then I lose it towards the end with the acceleration coming out of the final turn. Kind of evens up after a little bit, but yeah, definitely these times I can tell every car's faster than the BRC in sector 1. Seems.
yeah.
But that's just the way it is.
I will tell you though, and what I have learned since you are using the BRZ and I most likely am too, is
Yeah.
that last little pink corner going onto the straightaway. If you are cutting over the curbs there, just if you find that your TC is kicking on as you're going over it, you get a little sideways and you're losing straightaway speed.
Yeah.
As you go over it, just lift the hair and then get right back on. But
Yeah, it's a lot of throttle control, especially in that BRZ. Just trying to catch the car with the grip and not allow the TC or anything else to overreact and slow you down, because it can easily do that. Like, you need it there for most of the lap, but there's few sections where it decides to be a pain in the rear, literally.
literally,
Yeah, I wish it would make its mind up half the time to not do that, but it doesn't. It doesn't follow.
does not improve,
about a
but
half
pretty
second.
close to his first lap. Consistent.
Right.
Deep into turn 1 and into the dirt. Won't get
I actually
anything
went, and based on the drivers I've seen, this is I had him and I had his teammate. I forget what his name is now, because he changed it. It was no, it was the other NBR driver. I forget, but I had both of them, be in top split, along with several other drivers I've seen do sub 2 minutes pretty handily. But yeah, the split, the cutoff between first and second split is going to be very close. Because there's a number of drivers that can hit below 2 or sub 2 minute laps. Even though we only have so many drivers that are going to show up probably.
Tonight, anyway.
Tonight anyway, yeah. I think in general though, normally everybody answers the poll, put up, and normally there's like 50 or 60 responses on that, even if they're still saying no or whatever. It's not high at all. I don't think it's just a lack of people being there. I think people are just like, no, I don't even want to answer it. I don't like you. There's too much rain.
In all honesty, this track is not. I don't like this track even dry.
Yeah, it is brutal on tire wear, no matter what you're in. Definitely a pain. I remember I had a race here, and they just changed the tire model. A new, I think it was when Spec 2 come out, or it was something. But I got like a battle with Z28, and both of our tires died before we even finished the race.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was not fun. We were battling for like 10th because the tire wear was so bad. We were fast, but it was like, yeah, our cars didn't make it. Like, there was only a couple of cars that could make it the entire distance. Everybody else was on dead tires with like a lap or two to go. It was brutal, and we were just kind of limping around. That was a fun Manu series.
He is slightly up through sector 1.
Yeah, I think we normally see, just as the car gets lighter in the last sectors, where it's more handling dependent. Just the impact of the lighter car. We see times that come down.
Well, through that first sector, a lot of it, there's really only like one turn through that first
Yeah.
sector. And so it's all your straight line speed. But now here, the second sector is down, say cornering is down because the car is lighter.
Yeah.
It's the grip. It's the weight to the tires.
Yep.
I always feel that way when I love the 458 when it's got a full tank compared to when it's lighter, with like a half a tank or whatever, because it slides so much that it's just losing grip, burning tires, and then you're not really getting what you think you should get out of it. A lot of MRs are like that. They're better when you just fill up and you got new tires, and instead of it being light with worse tires, you would think it would be better. A lot of FRs are better that way, just because of the weight distribution, and they can sit on the front tires and get grip. No, we only had 29 people say yes that they were going to qualify in general.
Wow.
So,
very low number.
We're just over a dozen that have showed up tonight so far, and there's an hour to go. Not to say that people won't come. Like
First lap
10
was
minutes
the
to
best
go.
lap. 2-minute 067.
I think you should be happy with that. I think that gets them to the top split.
Yeah, that's a really solid lap. I'd be probably happy with that.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
I wanted something around that, but it did not work. Because I think I might still make it. It's just gonna be real close. If I don't, I'm probably gonna it's gonna be vengeance in second split if that's where I end up at. I would not be friendly. Yeah.
You're not gonna do it in reverse then? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'd still get a top 5 because we're only gonna have like 15 or 20 people show up.
Then we could talk about it for seasons. The legend of your top 5 doing a race in reverse.
Better half the lobby just use their internet cut off. You never know. Things happen.
Whoops.
I did that one time in GTWS race, and I got a top 5 because only 5 people were left because half the lobby got taken out. And this was like a high split, so everybody that beat me was like, okay, that's fine. I just kind of riding around in like the underpowered WRX at the time. I was okay with it.
Coming now. Somebody's coming.
Pick up some good points that way though, Shaggy.
Oh, surprising!
Yeah, it was like 250 points for just showing up, and half the lobby gets taken out. Like they just blitz them all out. We started the race, I think, with 7 people, and I got 5th.
Yeah. Nice. All right, so we got KP in the house.
Yeah, surprising to see him on a Tuesday night. Usually I'm used to seeing him and Jorge and everybody else on Wednesday night.
I haven't seen him practice, but I'd imagine he's going to run pretty good. Just, history.
Yeah, I was going to say, what makes you think that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm yet to be convinced.
But he's still very much in it for 3rd place overall in the points by the end of the season. Obviously, the top 2 are Wade and Jorge. So that should be fun. Kind of hope we get them in here in the same lobby to qualify together. That would be nice.
Take each other out.
One just
split.
One just pushing the other to
pretty much
go a little faster.
Yeah, Shell, come on in. There hasn't been a lot of action. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, is Shell about to hop in?
He just put a comment in the chat. Should I come to the quali without knowing the track?
Oh. I mean, yeah, well, why not? I'm about to start this session, though. But, next one. That way we got something to watch. He's in the BRZ, so it should be a good lap by default. Like the BRZ is very easy in the rain, in the wet. I think they fixed it because at one time I hated it, the way they changed it. I think it was the gearing, running automatic. So if they change my gearing a certain way, I very much know it. Like it's not something I do myself. It's whatever the AI does to me. And I think
Have you ever gone and ran manual?
I have very, very seldom. Because there's a couple of like low-powered cars they've had in dailies for like race A's and stuff, and the only way to get the best lap out of them was to run manual. Thankfully, a couple of the cars only had like 4 gears, and you needed to stay in like one of them for third gear for 90% of the lap, and the other one was a Samba bus that rode Atlanta. It had one braking point the entire lap, but you still had a downshift and an upshift, and that was pretty much the entire lap. You were like, you were topping out at a 68 miles an hour.
I don't see KP running any assist whatsoever. That's ABS.
Oh yeah. Oh, I actually have this livery on a car, like this exact livery. So I know one of these I modified from this livery.
That's just the same wrap you put on your Lancer.
Pretty much. No, because I like this, because I like the black and then the pink STI and everything. I do have this on one of them. Pretty sure I have something similar to that on a WRX as well, but I don't know, that black always looks good on the top, and the make it look like it's got a carbon fiber hood. Remember those from like Need for Speed games.
A 157 outlet.
Yeah, should be good. Which is weird on my end, it doesn't say 157, it says 210.
Insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Across the line at 157.
I know, that's what's weird about it.
Yeah.
PD can't math.
I went to look to see what it was officially, and I'm like, oh, okay, 210.
Yeah.
He's going to lay down a 158 here, and it's going to come in as 211.
Right.
Sorry, KP. Look good, but the official results aren't very good.
Yeah. I didn't see nothing.
Yeah.
How many angles do they have of this car hitting the Kangaroo at Bathurst? I keep seeing more stuff come through the feed, and I'm like, apparently they have every camera on a car hitting a Kangaroo, or unless it's another wreck.
I must have missed that.
Yeah,
That poor Mustang.
there was no shortage of wrecks there, I don't believe, this last go around.
Must have been seasoned for the old ruse.
Yeah, the same race as the one, a couple of them got spun sideways coming up the hill, right? And then the cars came through, didn't see them, and just smashed them.
Yeah, I thought that was going right into Forest Elbow, like right towards the bottom of the mountain.
Well, that clears the track up a little bit. Now there's less cars to worry about for traffic.
Oh man, there was debris everywhere too. I think we're talking about the same one, C-dubs.
Yeah, they were red flagged for like 2 hours or something crazy.
Yeah, one of the cars started to catch on fire, got crawled out of the side.
Yeah. That was the same one. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I just going off the video, I couldn't tell exactly where they were, but I know they were on an incline, so I guess going out, you saying? Going down?
I think it was, towards the Forest Elbow, that last tight left-hander before you hit
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
straight. Yeah. So 159.4. KP jumps to number 1 so far.
I'd say I was surprised, but no.
Look at the lap on the screen, 203.
That's
I know.
Weird. That's so weird. And it's
Where do you
red.
see that? I don't see
Some Ferrari strategists or engineers over here feeding laps.
Right, yeah.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Totally. Doing fine. We're checking.
Well, at least he's suffering the same way I do. When I set my best lap on the first one and then get slower and slower as it goes on.
Yeah, I thought about like exiting back and just rerunning another first lap just to have the same fuel. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It takes too long. I mean, it's a 2-minute lap just to do it. So
Yeah, but you got to figure there's a lot of time at the end. Like we're ending before the 10 minutes is even up. Never mind the runoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Krulov in the chat, guys, was saying, yeah, good catch on that livery. He was saying that's a Mind for Better Mental Health logo. Good catch.
Nice.
Well, like I was actually brought into that league a while back, and then I did 1 or 2 races with them and didn't have any more.
So Wid just told me that the secret to fixing the times was just to switch to Shaggy's car and back, and they've corrected. Thank you, Wid.
Okay. But yeah, this is a very important qualifying, especially for Wid and Jorge. I posted in Discord. There's only 30 points separating the two
Right.
for the overall point lead, and just that 5 point that you get for overall P1 qualifying can mean the difference in the win or not in the end of this, because it's getting close.
Those two are pretty used to competing with each other. You know, they know each other pretty well. They don't get nervous about it. I mean, if it were one of them and it was me, and I would just be shook, and I'd probably just drive off into the grass and be like, "Hey, P2's good enough."
Yeah, you
Right.
probably just get angry and quit.
Right. Well, no, I mean, yeah, I'd be Rowdy would, or one of his guys would probably, yeah, for sure.
That is what one does. Yes. And the part of an elite team of covert quitters.
I don't think it's so covert. I'm pretty sure it's over.
Well, that's how, these nuts quit his last race that way. Like, wait, where did these nuts go?
Right.
They were
Yeah,
in
and for no
moment.
particular reason either.
Yeah, he was actually doing pretty well. I thought he got up into P3 when I watched it back, and then just bounced.
So it's like the whole thing where you're like, I'm gonna take my ball and go home. So
Right, yeah.
you're like, I'm gonna take my balls and.
yeah.
Well, if he's married, he definitely doesn't have any balls.
Oh my god.
Some Bob Barker. Don't forget to have your pets spayed or neutered. Yeah.
Wow, that's quite the reference, Shaq.
I think what's his name, Drew, still does that. I think.
Yeah, he does. He'll probably do the same type of run that Bob Barker did for 40 years.
You know, that's how we know we're officially old up in this household. I mean, there's times we'll just put it on Game Show Network and roll with it, and it'll show some old stuff. But it was funny the other day. It was talking about. Oh, what is it?
Speaking of, who has entered the room ready for lineup to qualify after KP here?
I can't see the lobby. You're gonna have to tell me.
These nuts has arrived.
No way.
Yes way.
I love it. I was
don't
hoping.
believe
And he is already ready to quit.
Gotta stay on brand.
Now listen.
These nuts have left the building.
I have set my camera up on a qualifying stream just to show you guys that it is not I, and I hope T-Case is watching. No, he's not watching. He's got his own lobbies going tonight. But T-Case will have to go back and watch. But yeah, this is awesome. And I prepared something in hopes that RQR might show up tonight. So when we see them come on track, I'll have a little something.
It's like an old mind trick. These nuts are not the ones you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
Wave your hand.
It's some nuts, but it's not these
Where
nuts.
do you leave your hand?
I wouldn't be surprised though if T-Case was on here watching C-Dubs. You know,
So close to.
Watch these nuts.
I find it entirely possible that T-Case would have someone else running his lobby, so he could be in here to see what's going on in this lobby.
That would be a very T-Case thing to do.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting out of here just so I can go see.
He's gone already. I told you, already rage quit.
Oh,
Looks like we're.
what?
Yeah.
Well, that is
Scroll
totally
up through
weak
the.
sauce.
I know.
Well, super solid
Like
for
we got-
KP real quick. You know, just to point out is 59.4 jumps into the lead.
We don't need to point it out. He's probably mad at that time.
Yeah, BRZ's definitely capable of a lot. Probably better than that for the faster drivers. Just depends if they want to be brave for the dry.
Looks like we're going to have another S7R driver for Truth Serum coming in. Mr. Paps.
Perhaps we got another one
and
joining.
Saint and
Oh,
these nuts have
yes!
come back.
Yes!
These nuts have come back.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, we're going to need a moment of silence. We're going to need a little moment of silence here.
To watch these nuts.
RQR has entered the lobby!
If you hold these nuts to your ear, do you hear the ocean? What are we doing?
Can you not hear it, Shaggy?
Didn't sound like the ocean.
Well, you're not going to the right parts of the ocean.
Well, I can tell you this much. I can tell you this much with confidence. When you are out on the beach, if you ever see a girl wearing a seashell bikini, and you walk over to her and pick her up and hold her to your ear, you can hear her scream.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
We don't finish races, I can't.
You know, I can see this single as the number one top 40 hit on Rick D's Nuts radio.
Oh, and interesting car choice too. I would have figured he might have chose that convertible. You know, because the rain and the hair might have kept it a little cool.
I love this.
Does that count as a carpool? If you take the convertible, you have a carpool.
Yeah, keep him cool.
Carpool.
Oh, there you go. Carpool. Wow, that took me a minute. Nice.
Oh man.
Wow.
Well, because it's these nuts. So there's two of them. So you get to use
This is
the HOV
true.
lane.
Now, if another RQRD's nuts entered the lobby, that would be some kind of fabulous.
Well, I would figure maybe if you have D's nuts and Doe's nuts.
Oh yeah, I like it. I
Be
like
the
it.
old ball and chain, huh?
I mean, if they came in as left or right, that would be an issue.
Oh my. Oh my. Okay, look, here I am. On cam, hands in the air. Not I. T-Case. I think we know who it is.
Innocence proven.
I wonder if anybody should pop over to T-Case's lobby and make sure T-Case isn't D's nuts.
Right?
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum.
No, I was gonna say we did a lull.
I was just gonna say the plot thing. Oh, I am liking that. Who has got that? Where is it?
The Red Bull
That
liquor?
with the
Oh,
energy drink. I love it, sir.
now wait. This could get weird. Because if we could have a bang these nuts situation. Oh my.
Oh my God!
You don't want to bang these nuts in the corridor.
Not
I'm saying these
bang
nuts
in the corridor. You would not be a saint if you were to bang these nuts in the corridor.
Yeah, but
I'm done,
unfortunately, these nuts are dragging around in the back there, and they're not really they're not really.
Well, they're still on the outlet, so these nuts could launch to the front at any time.
For sure. I think Jersey made it clear that these nuts do not like
Does
to
that
stay
mean
in
you
the
need
back.
life protection? Because if these nuts
Yes,
are flying,
they
do
do
you need
not.
life protection? Just saying.
Generally, when the nuts are flying, when it's moist out, it usually leaves these nuts moving up front.
And then it's gonna look like one of those little sticky hands that you get out of a machine. It's just gonna stick to everything. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my.
Wow.
Oh.
So does these nuts have that little what do you want to call that? PG version of that, because I can't say what it. There's a word for the
Leo said that. Leo said that D-Dubs, you were over there playing on the controller with your feet.
100%.
That sounds like something I would.
And Leo, I'm not going to prove that to you because a couple things. I'm not that flexible, and nobody's here to pick me up off the floor. So you're not going to see that.
And you're not wearing pants.
Right,
Let's be
that.
honest.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, so you technically would get a shot at these nuts.
So it could be that I'm not actually playing with my feet, but rather.
These nuts.
Oh yeah. Indeed.
Oh my word.
So, well, that's a way. I mean, that's a way to play GT7 with these nuts.
That would be,
So
that would be something.
be
Oh,
careful.
my.
That RQRT's nuts is literal.
Play
I'm a little bit-
GT7 with.
Slightly disappointed with the bland livery, however. I feel like these nuts could have done something better. Oh my.
Yeah,
Well,
something
you know-
more funky.
Yeah.
I can't.
I know. I just gotta,
Oh my
take
God.
a minute. It's gotta take a minute.
These nuts for a little while, but they found a comb and they had to get all cleaned up, and they couldn't have too much of a crazy livery because these nuts wanted to stand out and look sharp,
And I
You know-
respect it.
Well, generally, these nuts like to keep it real simple, and that's about as simple of a livery as you can get.
Oh yeah. So these nuts is pretty boring then. Okay.
It makes me wonder if
Most of the
These
time,
nuts must be married.
but most of the time, these nuts is pretty boring when it comes to their livery.
and I was
It
gonna
is moist
say,
out, so he did put a little effort.
as far as he's hanging back, I'm wondering if he's a little older because these nuts. When,
I get it.
God dang. I gotta
Let it
stop.
go.
Why-
Let it go.
Why is the first thing I thought of low-hanging fruit?
Oh my gosh.
Smells like Old Spice.
Is that gonna?
Alright, well, we got-
When he enters the room, you just hear the Old Spice float and the Old Spice theme song.
Leo said that he and these nuts could be friends because these nuts is in a Mazda. Yeah, I'm with you. Oh, Papa jumped in and said, "How are things going, Papa? We're struggling. If I'm being honest with you, we're not quite the professionals that TK is."
Yeah, I am not on the pro level, and Scubs over here is probably about 12 beers deep into this broadcast.
These nuts are having a hard time staying composed.
Yeah, Papa is trying to get us
They're all
back
over
on
the
track,
place.
guys. He's like, "Hey, Saint had a pretty good lap. Let's talk about that." You're right. He did. Very good job,
He
Saint.
Another
In other news,
he did really good.
we're qualifying. Yeah,
I had no idea.
kind of forgot what we were doing.
It happens.
did
I hope
see in the
nobody
first
has this
sector-
on while they're trying to qualify.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have trouble concentrating on what needs to be done when these nuts are out in worse weather.
Yeah, Rowdy, I feel like you do need to work with your boys a little bit because Rowdy said Nuts clearly didn't practice, and yeah, I mean, he's not in the run. Although, with the turnout, I think he currently would make split at
Good
least
improvement from corridor.
3. Oh yeah, good job, corridor. Yep.
So these nuts is in prime position to bring up the rear, huh?
Oh
Okay.
my gosh. See Shaggy.
Oh, and in typical RQR fashion,
Oh, he
he
gone.
has
Oh,
left.
Saint pulled off.
He got him.
He gone.
He didn't put a lap down. He didn't put a lap down,
As
so
D Nuts exited the track, they did cause State to slightly lose control there.
Yeah.
oh no.
I think Saint might have been listening to us here.
Unfortunately.
Got a little outside there.
A little outside the box. That's generally
Oh,
where D Nuts hang out. Good improvement from D Paps. It's up about 3/10.
Papa, thankfully, none of us are signed up for tomorrow's qualifying, so you will not have to put up with us tomorrow.
Yeah, we may never be allowed back on.
Correct. Yes, that might be true.
Because of these nuts, we get canceled.
That's
Okay.
right. Shaggy might be our
That's
only
all right.
saving grace. I mean, this is Shaggy's league, and Shaggy is I mean, he's coming up with more than we are. So, I mean, yeah, I think we might be safe, just from that standpoint.
I mean,
I will
if I-
expect my-
if I didn't make up for every time these nuts held me back, then yeah, I'd have a couple of nuts.
Go
For each
if you're
one.
not.
No improvements.
Yeah, he had
A
a
little
lap. He
one.
rolling out.
Saint up 100.
I'm really not going to be surprised if sometime this evening or tomorrow find in my inbox a letter of termination Papa from being able to broadcast with y'all anymore.
Not just Papa. I think we might get the president of YouTube, like, just laying it on us tomorrow. We might all get the same letter.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
mom might get a hold of me and just
Good
tell me
thing-
how disappointed she is.
You don't hear from her. You just see like her just shaking her head at you, like, nope, nope.
I will say though,
But-
it is a good thing that you only have tens and tens of viewers.
True.
Tim,
Perhaps with a 9
Yeah, way
tenths. Yeah, 9 tenths improvement there. Looking good.
Yeah, we know there's more time in that
Oh, it's
GTR.
oh yeah, definitely.
We are going in the most technical part of the track though, where the throttle control is the most important feature. You just want to go so much faster, but it's just beyond the grip of the car.
Leo, I think it's like a gravitational pull. So it depends on the polarity of the Earth for them to one way or the other. I'm pretty sure they're electrically charged at all times.
I think it's influenced by the Coriolis effect.
Yeah, ions and protons and the
Good
wind.
improvement to the corridor.
Good improvement.
Oh, yeah.
Corridor.
Oh.
Oh,
And B Paps
He
had
was
a
way
much
up,
better lap
too.
going.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
There you go.
That a boy. That a boy.
Ricky Bobby stuff. There we go. Always finish. I really hope we didn't mess with anybody that was crazy enough to listen to us while trying to do their qualifying laps.
yes, if you guys are qualifying, please mute us in the
Right.
meantime.
I mean, at this point,
It
you
will
should
not
know
be
better.
educational in the way you want it to be.
Yeah.
You will learn nothing. I promise.
So if we're going to go down the order real quick, we had Saint with a 2-minute 894, Corridor with a 2:01:118, B Paps with a 2:03:609, and D's Nuts the 2:06:448.
You know, I was thinking.
Yeah, really.
Go ahead, Q.
Just curious what Paps would have been able to lay down without, losing it coming out of that last corner.
Yeah, he was up nearly a second.
I'm
So,
moving.
yeah.
Imagine a good 2-minute something. I've seen him in qualifying. I know we can go at least a mid 2-minute. Which
Yeah.
is getting all corrected.
I suspect he might, submit a stewarding ticket for background noise.
That's probably justified.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing right when we
I'll
get
allow
noise complaints to ourselves.
I will allow it.
Yeah. Shaggy and I are both
That
stewards,
lady up-
so we may have to get involved in that one, and we may see him back tomorrow.
Maybe so.
All right.
My bad.
The truth serum.
Hey Dub, I just want to call out. I finally just saw your comment. It's pretty good.
What I miss? These nuts dropped. Oh, yeah. I got you. Yeah. Finally.
Come on, God.
All right. Well, we've got a guy on the track right now that I certainly can't handle.
Oh, he's quick. Yeah, he's quick. But
I'm actually happy that more people use the Jersey. I won't feel so bad when we all get trying to take this thing around the corner and it dies before the rain hits. But these corners are brutal on tires in the dry.
Yeah.
90%
generally,
lap.
I always liked the BRZ. It took me a while to tame that thing. It just seemed so. It just wanted to spin with any little touch of the throttle coming out of a corner. I don't know if that's changed with any BOP changes or what, but I know it's
I don't
something.
know what it's doing now, but it's so much better than that. And they changed everything around. Like it used to not be basically how the Lexus got the RCF, where when they changed the bop on it, it would try to kill you in every corner. The BRZ was like that for a little while. Early on, it was probably the easiest car to drive. Wasn't the quickest, but mid-speed, it was a master of. The first place you really got to test it at was Big Willow, where it was like the first place where it was meta. It's meta at a few places now, but I think I was like the first one when that come around to figure out, oh, this car's pretty good here. Because I put my time on like top 50. I was the highest BRZ, and then by the time I got back home, there was like another 20 people ahead of me in BRZs. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll probably shoot, of course.
Yeah, I feel like Big Willow. You're right. It was, and I think the last time around at Big Willow, it was up there. It might not have been meta, but it was there. And
The
then
mid-speed is insane.
and maybe Catalunya might have been the other one where it was really good. I'm thinking.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was.
kind
It's
of.
really good. It's up there with the GT3 this week in Race C at Laguna.
Yeah, that's at least 3 tracks where you can easily go meta. There's a couple more where it's very good. Probably not meta, but it's a good second or third choice. It was always good at Nerd as well. I always loved it at Nerd until you get to that straight and you're like, bye everybody, because it would destroy the turns. And then when they changed it in the rain physics, I was like, nope. Because I nearly won a number of times there in GT1 with the BRZ. I had one race stolen, got punted me on the last turn to take the win, like the very last turn. Like,
Rowdy does bring up a good point. Rowdy does bring up a good point in chat that if these guys were getting broken up by our comments, it's very important not to let these nuts get in your head.
Well, that's hard to do when I have these nuts in my heart.
You know what's terrible? As I was thinking, things have calmed down. Maybe we should mention our sponsors, but I don't think it's cool to our sponsors to mention them in the middle of this melee. I think, we've got to clean it up a little bit before I start mentioning them. That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
Maybe we
probably
should give them a little
sponsor
time
photo.
before.
well, here's the thing. I don't know if these nuts works for anybody, but I feel like there's probably going to be a company that comes along with them, and so these nuts will be tied to a sponsor.
Could it be possibly Planters?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll probably be sued with that one, but
Now, I will tell you.
yeah, that pistachio.
Oh, nice lap.
2-minute 1.
Oh, yeah, that's fast. There's a men's,
be
hygiene product called Happy Nuts. It's a powder. I can tell you that it's quite lovely. That would be a good sponsor. I'll reach out.
I never think about powdered donuts quite the same again, but that
You're
works
welcome.
too.
Well, I was just going to say we could reach out to Johnson & Johnson for maybe a baby powder.
No. Diddy's
Baby powder
ruined
on
it
these
for everyone.
nuts in moist conditions really help out.
Yeah, but we don't party like that. So no.
Well, it is true. It is true because when it gets too hot, baby powder does turn into cake batter.
Ain't no party with these nuts. Yeah.
Papa is actually begging us not to mention the sponsors right now. You got it, Papa. We'll either. That may be more of a Wednesday situation. We'll double up tomorrow during the broadcast, perhaps. If you want to know who the sponsors are, they are rotating on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. I don't know that any of us rate to say their names out loud right now.
Please do not.
The algorithm would be really bad, probably. After talking about these nuts so long, we'll hear from our sponsors.
I can't.
No, you say a sponsor and then mention these nuts, and then you say another sponsor, and yeah.
Hey, but if oh my gosh, if our main sponsor comes out with a jockstrap, I feel like we have something to do with that. Oh, forget it. Sorry, Papa. I got us canceled. I
have shoes on the way. I did not know that when I got
did not
those.
start this fiasco tonight.
You're welcome. But it'll be okay. You're welcome, America.
Yeah, that's right.
America.
If I knew how to make shorts, tonight's broadcast would be, I would have some solid shorts if I knew how to do it.
Shorts?
Yeah, these nuts do usually like being in shorts.
As long as they're not compression shorts.
Oh.
Oh, Lord. Forgive me.
So anyway, it's almost 9:40. So if you're going to qualify tonight, if you dare come into this lobby tonight, you've got at least one more opportunity, possibly two. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like we've fully sullied this lobby at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, instead of sullied, I was going to use the word soiled. But sullied is good.
Well, the good thing is, though, from this, there was a lot of content briefly, but so remember when I mentioned brief nudity? So these nuts were in action for a little while and then they disappeared. So I guess that's the brief nudity.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
They were just long enough to keep it PG-13 and not quite make it to a rated R setting.
Yeah, they were only on the stream for like 3 seconds and then they quit. So they didn't have to see anything up these nuts too long.
You know, and
Do
thankfully,
you remember back in the day when like all the pay
I
channels?
don't remember anything else about anything right now, other than these nuts.
No, I was going to say, you remember back in the day when you had the pay channels that would like be, you could still hear it, but they were like wiggled out, like they scrambled the signal, and it would like, you know, you couldn't quite make out what was on screen, but you could here and there. I feel like that's what we need to do whenever D's Nuts comes on camera. Is just
blur it.
Bringing back
wiggle
some
out the
memories,
screen.
Jersey.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a
do you
black
remember
bar.
that?
Yeah.
You put a black
Try
bar.
to tune in Cinemax. Yeah, you try to tune in Cinemax at like midnight.
Oh no.
oh yeah, he's purple, guys. He's purple. Papa reminded us in chat that there is someone qualifying. The truth serum.
Yeah, last sector he dropped below purple. He's gonna have to make up a bit of time here.
He's purple and like it sounds painful, but
at least he's not blue, right? I mean, blue would be bad.
Well, maybe
Well,
that's
I know
why
D's
he's
Nuts
not
does
so
not
far
like.
back.
I definitely know D's Nuts does not like being purple.
well, if you ate the wrong berry, then yeah, you would turn into a balloon and then like float away. But I'd hope these nuts wouldn't end up like that because that sounds painful.
Hey, speaking of, on a serious note,
2-minute flat.
there we go. He did.
So
there is-
that's
there's
like that time that we've seen on a last lap tonight. Well, I guess other than KP. That's super.
Right.
Have you guys seen what's going on with the long jumpers and the Winter Olympics? And this is all seriousness. It is about these nuts, but it's a serious conversation. So
it's a real life.
These
nuts.
Their suits by whatever Olympic laws can only be so loose away from their skin. So they're injecting this acid into their nether regions to make them swell, so that they can wear larger suits and therefore catch more air on the long jump. I swear to God, that's a true story.
Catch more air, yes.
I've seen
Yes.
I think it should be helium. I think it should be helium.
Yeah.
You know?
I think Papa's had about enough of us down in the chat here.
I mean, it's not as bad as the one guy who was a pole vaulter and he got over the vault and
got caught
some
up
got
on
in the
these
way.
nuts. Yeah, he got caught up.
Yeah. That was a real thing.
Yeah.
I'm not even making a joke about the thing. That's real life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what reality at the time is now is a joke.
This is exactly why Papa rage quit the Discord before.
Yeah.
He just did not want to be part of this again. He had to sit through a whole entire race of this.
Like we've got Ecstasy in the lobby. Hey,
Booty
it
Sweat?
really was a great time by the truth. I couldn't handle it.
No, Booty Sweat is nasty, not ecstasy.
Oh.
You got your C's.
That's right,
up.
nasty. I got to think nasty Booty Sweat. That's right.
Get Dijon and the Milkman.
Yeah. They're gonna come back.
Who we got to worry about?
You know, it's later. I'm
The
probably
ghost
gonna.
of Christmas past.
go to look at the production channel in Discord and realize I don't have access to it anymore. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I know
I'm going to
it's
be
coming.
booted.
Yeah, it's whatever, dude. All right, so the Truth Serum with a 2-minute flat, 2-minute .056. I believe that puts him in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken. I do not have the times pulled up in front of me. I do not have the spreadsheet rocking, but just going off of memory, he's right there.
I think it's definitely going to be good enough for top split.
Yeah, I think so too. I do believe you are correct, sir.
I think that puts him right around 3rd or 4th. Maybe, yeah, I think about 3rd.
Yeah, because we know we got Talon. We know we've got KP. Certainly. KP and Talon 1 and 2.
Looks like Ecstasy's going to be close to the last one unless anybody else is in after this.
Yep, got 17 minutes left. When he gets done here, yeah, there's not going to be
about 7.
Yeah, so Shaggy, that's your call if you want the next one to be the last one or however you want to do it. I guess it depends on what we see.
Yeah, this will probably be the last one. Just guessing.
You know, I just want you to know, guys, I had a really good time.
Yes.
I had a really good time in my new part-time position. And after I get terminated tonight, I'll catch you guys again. So.
Same. You know, perhaps we'll get invited over to RQR's Discord and, you know, we can help them out, perhaps. I don't know.
I mean, the hours would be shorter since you do leave early every race.
Right. Yeah. And I don't even know that we got to stick around. We could just join and then quit. I think they'd be proud of us for that.
Yeah, just end the stream.
It's this makes 20 drivers that were qualified for tonight.
Oh wow.
Which is
not even half.
Pretty low for the first night, even the first night, but I don't think we'll have too much more tomorrow. A number of the fast guys have already went tonight. Of course, there's more that'll go tomorrow, but at least half of them have went tonight. I'm thinking anyways, or at least half the ones I've seen practice and actually know about.
Now, do we know Shaggy well, of course, well, they'll be here, but Jorge and Wid, do they have mulligans left?
This will be their 5th round. They both missed round 1.
Okay.
They're 1-2 in the points, but they missed the round.
Yeah.
Both of them.
That's pretty amazing.
I should tell you. And then the person in 3rd made all the rounds, but I believe it's Talon actually. For now, it's gonna shake up a little bit after people get their 5th round in.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, if I had to choose, if I had to have a round, I was in the hunt, I think I would choose this one over the next one. Just mostly because I know a lot of guys love Green Hill, but I have run it and over, but I cannot like memorize that track. There's times I just forget where I'm at on track.
I've got it memorized, but trying to navigate that track, there's trouble is here you have room for a wet line. There you don't.
Well, the good thing about that is the rain is only there for probably the first lap, and it starts to dry up. So I'm thinking you could probably start on intermediates and run that first lap. I haven't tested it completely. I don't like testing things. Like I'll test it so much just to get an idea of it to make sure it's going to work. But I don't like testing to get strat ahead. I don't want to like give myself any kind of advantage or whatever, you know, over the next week. Unless, you know, of course I decide to not do a round and then I go to the next round and start practicing, you know, prior. But you should be able to do at least one lap and possibly pit on the second lap, and then that's the entirety of the rain. Like it's not going to be around for very long. So I gave y'all an easy one. You'll have to battle in the rain a little bit on the first lap, but after that it probably spreads out. So at least you'll all be on the same tire while you're battling, and nobody's trying to pass anybody with the slick tires or whatever, you know.
Yeah, so post lap one, it's just going to come down to your racecraft at NERV, and that's where I would fail miserably because I sort of avoid it in any dailies or anything now because I'm not good at it. I think everybody's got a track or two that they would just assume, and I like it. I actually like it. I like the history of the track. I like that it's as popular as it is. I'm just personally terrible at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty moderate there. Like, I have fun there, but I'm not the best unless it's raining. Then I think I'm pretty much on par with anybody really. But in the dry, not so much, because I probably take every corner a little too easy. Try not to mess up because it's really easy to botch a lap and then end up in a wall or the grass or just stuck.
Well, it's one of those tracks where it's like, wow, 2 minute flat right off the bat for Massachusetts. It's one of those tracks that, like, yeah, memorizing the corners is important, but you also have to memorize corners you can touch the curbs and which ones you can't.
Oh yeah, some kill you and some help you. But I mean, it's the same on any other track. But I do feel like there's so many corners to try to remember that at NERV where, yeah, I mean, there's some you touch and it's the end of a good lap for sure.
So one of the cool things I think we're talking about NERV is, I was an early adopter of a set of Corsa Evo. I did that whatever pre-buy thing. It was like $30, and I think my understanding is once the game's fully, developed, that is your buy-in. So that's cool. But I did see, I believe it was, oh my gosh, who's the guy that races with Super GT and Jimmy Broadbent? Is it Misha? What is his name? Anyway,
yeah,
I saw where he had said that their latest update has brought that game forth leaps and bounds. But one of the reasons I did it is because they're going to have a free roam area in and around Nürburgring. And I've thought, man, that would be so cool to have. That's what these games are kind of missing, is some of the free roam aspect. So I just actually reconfigured my whole little sim rig and got rid of my TV and brought my monitor over here just for the purposes of, I need to get back into that and re-download the game and check that out and kind of follow it through till they get that available. But that'll be pretty cool.
I've never actually played that one.
I downloaded it and I went to set up the wheel and the pedals and I struggled with it and then I didn't touch it again. But I kind of just, I guess I've looked at that enough times on YouTube. It's in the algorithm, and so any updates about it usually pop up and I'll watch them. But I'm probably going to go ahead and try to get back into it and figure out what I was doing wrong and start messing with it. But they say the physics in that have gotten really good. I never raced ACC.
I know the game looks incredible. Oh, it's ACC that I'm talking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. ACC that looks absolutely incredible with it, like a good graphics card. That looks ridiculous when some of those guys I see playing that.
Yeah, so this is the Evo's the next, after ACC, that's the next one, I guess. It's bigger, better, whatever. It's that and the getting into the production side is the reason I upgraded the PC, but I bought one nice enough that I knew I could run at it, whatever. I'm not techie, but in other words, without, getting bottlenecked, I guess. So I'll report back once I get that re-downloaded and start getting it set up.
Yeah, please do. I've been considering dipping my toe into ACC, so I'm curious to know what your take is.
Yeah, I'll check it out, let you know.
So we got SSC here on his fourth lap. Last lap he was quite a bit off of his opening hot lap pace, so he's sliding around quite a bit.
He was doing that the first lap, and he still put down a 2 minute flat.
Yeah, I'm not sure we've seen
Well-
anybody else slide around quite as much.
Oh. Last chance lap here, but still, I mean, hell, he's right there. He's top five.
Yeah, that's a great open.
I personally, I think it's just another case of, lighter car, less grip.
Yeah. What Shaggy was talking about, less fuel, less pressure to the ground.
Yep. Which is crazy because if you figure about the size of these race fuel tanks, you're talking that quarter tank can't be more than 3 gallons. And it's 3 gallons of weight. That's the thing. That's not even a passenger in the car.
22
it shouldn't
pounds,
affect
yeah.
it this much.
Yeah, I don't know that kind of stuff. I have no idea, what the capacity is in any of these race cars. You're saying they're 12 to 15 gallons? Then is that pretty normal?
It's 100
Roughly,
liters.
usually, I think it's
100 liters.
That's a joke. Yeah, 100 liters, all of them, exactly.
Oh, in this game. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
No, I know. I'm just trying to crack a joke.
Well, I think they all are mandated to carry the same amount of fuel, aren't they, when you go into a competitive league?
Q, you or somebody in a commentary not too long ago, I guess, said that really in this game it says liters, but it's really percentage. I guess it's the same difference if it's 100. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I went to school in Kentucky. Okay, man, takes me a minute.
A bit.
It's like, yeah, dummy, 100 is 100.
Hey, no, I wasn't thinking that. Come on.
No.
Very nice. Very
I mean,
nice.
it's okay. Works there.
That's right.
The
Oh, here we
appropriate time
go.
for that.
GT3 race cars typically use a fuel cell with capacity of approximately 100 to 120 liters.
So there you go.
Standard long distance endurance
So
racing.
now what's that convert to gallons?
3.9 liters per gallon.
So almost 30 gallons.
Whatever that
of fuel.
math is.
So way more than you thought, Jersey.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
Oh,
26 to 32 gallons.
Right. Dang.
9:55.
Well, I guess.
Well, great.
If you're qualifying
Sorry, what
tonight,
was that? 9:55? Yeah.
it's 9:55. If you're qualifying tonight, you got about 30 seconds before Shaggy gives the hell to the no. I got a feeling that the three of us, what we normally do in comms is we stick around, after we shut the stream off. We talk about what went right, what went wrong. Papa usually joins us. He usually says, good job. I don't think.
I don't expect that.
I don't expect that tonight. In fact, I'm thinking that I might get an emergency phone call right as the stream ends and not be able to be in post-production. I don't
See
know.
ya.
Yeah, bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, my word. Well, guys.
Somebody's coming to yell. That's all I know.
Yeah, it's whoever. It's not Shaggy. Shaggy's not going to yell at us.
Well, no, I'm
Shaggy
good.
was the
Shaggy was
worst one.
part of it.
He was
For
the
sure.
worst one. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's right. I mean, he's definitely quick-witted. I mean, he had several good ones, just right there, ready to go. So with it being, here's what I'll say. At 9:57, Shaggy, I'm going to guess you're calling it. Nobody's joining the lobby.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. And so we thank you guys for joining us in our last broadcast that we'll ever have. And we appreciate you. And if you could give me a like and subscribe, if you haven't already, I'd greatly appreciate it. If I can figure out how to make shorts, I definitely will, and we'll get to relive some of this evening. And that's all I got. Anybody else got anything before we wrap it up?
No, I think that's
Um,
pretty much it for this evening.
I just want to say, thanks for the good time. Really appreciate it. Hopefully, our tongue lashing isn't too hardcore. Saw a couple of really surprising good times out there tonight. SSC right there at the end. The Truth laid down a really nice lap. Talon and KP going under 2 minutes. So, it was certainly light lobby tonight, but it was lively in the chat, a little bit lively in the booth here for us. But thanks everybody, and appreciate it.
Yep. And tomorrow, don't forget to tune in. I believe it's Sal has the stream tomorrow. Sal, TK and Mr. Casual will be commentating. I'm sure it will be way more professional, but maybe not as entertaining. But nonetheless, we appreciate everybody being here. Thank you guys, and have a good night.
Yeah, see y'all later, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Rainmaker, why you gotta pour? We just want the track dry, nothing more. Every race, we're splashing through the lane. Shaggy, my friend, you're bringing the rain. Turns get wild. I'm hydroplaning, losing my style. We asked for the sun, a clear blue sky, but puddles keep falling, and I don't know why.
PHG move, unified, every driver locked in. Strategy like clockwork, patience wearing thin, slipstreams tighten, the tires start to scream. This ain't luck, this is craft, this is PHG's team. Maybe it's luck, maybe it's fate, yeah. Or maybe Shaggy's laughing at our state, yeah. I see him grinning out behind the wheel, yeah. He loves the chaos, that's his deal.
Rain or shine, the grind stays endless. Every driver fearless, every line relentless. But when the sky goes black and the storms get greater, everyone knows what's coming, the Rainmaker. Oh, Rainmaker, why you gotta pour? We just want the track dry, nothing more. Shaggy the Rainmaker. Every race is splashing through the lane. Rivals feel the thunder rumbling right up their backs again. Bring the thunder, bring the spray, make the legend shake. Season 3 is ours, history's ours to make. One day soon we'll outsmart the skies and leave the Rainmaker high and dry. Shaggy the Rainmaker, bring the spray, make the legend shake. Season 3 is ours, history's ours to make. Yeah. Just the reason ours to make. History's ours to make. One day soon we'll outsmart the skies and leave the Rainmaker high and dry. Rainmaker, why you gotta pour? Shaggy Rainmaker, why you gotta pour? Oh, Rainmaker, why you gotta pour? Shaggy Rainmaker, Shaggy the Rainmaker. Season 3, engines loud, PHG standing proud, and when the storm rolls in,